Is it weird to do this? So what? Oh my god, hi, I win. Yeah, hello, hello. Hello, wood morning, afternoon? I don't know what time it is for you. But hi, hello. Hi, James. Hello, hello. Good morning. Oh, okay, okay. I hope you guys are doing okay. Yeah, we are. Hi, Red Bull. Good morning, Ren. Hello, hello. Hi, hi. Yeah, I am. Today I am making pasta. Hi. Good morning. Good afternoon. Um, how are you guys doing today? Give me some. Yeah, hell yeah. So yeah. Honest, that passed. Woke up at a weird time, was able to play some games with friends in other time zones. Oh, that's nice. I was going to, hi Mooney. Oh, you had kebab and pizza? That sounds nice. I was going to, play some games after my stream yesterday, but then I kind of just like, you know what? I'm gonna be productive and I'm gonna actually do some work. And I've made a lot of progress with my starting screen, so that's good. I was like, is this good for chat? Is this good for chat? Because I was consulting some friends, I was consulting Manasan, I was consulting my sister, and I just kept thinking, do you think chat would want to be in a bird cage or like a hamster cage? And like the thing is, you guys always like the hamster cage, but it's like, is that good? Is that good like visually? I don't know. Conked out at the end of your stream like, yeah, no, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm aware. I don't mind people conking out. That's kind of the whole point. I want people to go like kind of like I want people to go night night, you know. um, I'm just cutting up stuff right now because I like to think of when it comes to cooking ASMR, it's not just the sizzling, you know, you also have to include the chopping and stuff. Because, like, oh my gosh, like, chopping is so freaking good. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever, if you guys have watched cooking ASMR videos, where it's basically like a cooking channel, but they let you hear the sounds that the food makes while they're, sometimes they talk, sometimes they don't. I love those videos so much. That's why I was able to really enjoy something like what was that anime called? Dungeon Meshi or Campfire Cooking in Another World, because they're basically glorified cooking channels, and I really like that. It's just like because like with those types of anime, they kind of have to they have to use references, and so they basically have somebody I'm assuming that they get someone who actually can cook. I'm not sure if they copy like cooking channels already up on YouTube, and then they just like buy the licenses or something like that, or if they legitimately like just have some guy like on staff cook something for them. Peak fantasy, yeah, yeah. But anyways, since you need to cook. Hamster ball, birdcage, or playpen should be fine. Whatever pops up on stream maybe is best. Yeah, I was asking my sister for her advice, and then she basically said like um, having a hamster cage would be nice, because if it's like a subathon or something like that, like if we have sub goals, maybe you guys could like get like attachments and upgrades to your hamster cage. Like you could get like a new tunnel or like a new hamster ball or something. I don't know. I was thinking. Hi Cedric. Good morning. Hi. Hope you're doing okay. My gosh. I was a little chilly today. Our villa's getting renovated. Yeah, it's like as I always say, you know, It's less than what you asked for, but more than what you deserve. Ooh, sausage and eggs. That's what I when I was younger, that's what we used to use. That's what we used to call peanuts and bowels. So it's like very funny. Oh, ew! I have to wash my hands. It's all covered in meat. Meat juice. Are you guys ever like that? Where it's like every time you're cooking, like if you guys cook, hi Xander, hello. If you guys every time you guys cook, it's kind of like a situation where it's like, okay, I have stuff on my hands now and I can't proceed without washing this. Like I'm just like, ew, yucky, yucky, yucky. I'm like that. I don't know if that's like a neurodivergent thing or just like a normal people thing, but it's like, ooh, yuck, ew. You probably should. Don't want to mix raw juice. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. You know? I know you're supposed to like. I know it's advised to use like a different chopping board, but I'm really lazy. Do as I say, not as I do, kids. Oh my gosh. Now here's the thing. I'm not amazing in the kitchen. It's like I'm passable because I can at least cook some stuff. Because I just, follow other people's recipes, and then I was watching this guy. I don't know if you guys have seen him before, but basically his whole thing is that he tries out other people's recipes, like, and then sees if you could replicate them and if they're actually good. The thing with this guy is that he never follows the recipe properly. He always swaps out ingredients. He rarely has all the ingredients, and then he doesn't do all the instructions properly. So it's just kind of like, okay, clearly this there's a disconnect here. He's just like, I didn't do a single thing correctly. Why doesn't this taste good? It's frustrating, but it's also like, you know what? I do the exact same thing sometimes. But at least like I know. I'm like, oh, well, it doesn't taste good because I didn't use the right ingredients. The sink often right there unless you outside. Yeah, that's true. I can't stand the idea of like cooking outside just because of that. It's like I need to have some sort of water source nearby. So whenever I would go out to the beach with my relatives, my cousins and stuff, um, we would always have like a water supply, right? Of clean water. It doesn't have to necessarily be like drinking water, but just like any like tap water is fine. But that's basically so we can wash things if we're like cooking, right? Because like it would be easier to just get disposable plates and utensils and whatever, but a lot of the time we are there for like the whole day, so we would need like 2 meals, and there's like so many of us, so we're gonna need like a lot of things. So we would have to bring like stuff like dish soap and a sponge and everything, and so like that would be our water supply. And so it's like, it's like it's also good because sometimes like when you're at the beach and like there's like sand between your toes, and it's like it seems redundant to like wash your feet in the ocean, and then as you're trekking back to the part of the beach without the sand gets in between your toes again. So it's like it's also to rinse out the sand from that. Think our family outings would drop by Party City for the stag. Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like I don't understand why we don't just get the disposable stuff, but it's like sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you want to save money. But it's like, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I was talking to a friend recently, and by recently I just mean like a couple hours ago, and they were asking me why I kept ordering food, because like he asked like, oh, is it cheaper to buy groceries or to eat out over there? Because let's say in America, your groceries have gotten really really expensive, and so but like a lot of the time eating out is also like really expensive. So I was explaining to him like, well, that's the thing. It's like we have so many people here that would like budget meals and like discounts and stuff. So there's always like some sort of promo that would require like, oh, like you don't have to spend that much on this food. And so hi Alvandy. You love eating out for so anyways, so there would be like, so we would have like groceries that would be like, let's say like $40, right? But like if you order from some place, it would be like, for example, if I order for me and my sister for a single meal, it would be less than it would just be around like $5 for both of us, and that's why I don't really mind ordering out. But it's like I probably should save money, just because it's like I have to spend some money this weekend. I'm going out again with my friend to get stuff for a second monitor because he's gonna sell me his old one. And but like I need like some cables. Like I think I need like a new HDMI cable, and I also need to get what was that thing called, an SSD. So so I'm kind of just like, okay, more money to spend. So sad, but it's like everything for the Twitch debut, because the Twitch debut is approaching, and I just want everything all settled. Because I just don't want to like delay it any further. Not necessarily the debut, but like the shopping part, because it's one of those. Hi Sora, hello. Twitch debut. Yeah, I'm hoping to debut on Twitch by the end of September or the first week of October. Hopefully. SSD is for your laptop, right? Yeah. So basically, I had a laptop, and then it kind of got, yeah. It's not very great. It's not very good. So I thought like, okay, I need to transfer some files. I need from my laptop to my PC, and then just kind of have my friend reformat it or something. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Hi Ramses, hi Nid, hello everybody coming in, coming. Hi to all the newcomers. Hello. Good afternoon, or good morning. But yeah, so I have a lot of plans. Now here's the thing, right? I don't mind spending this money on PC stuff because it is technically an investment. Because if I can get the streaming thing going, then that's more money. It's like you gotta spend money to make money, unfortunately. But luckily for me, because I have certain skill sets, I don't have to spend more money on stuff like Twitch overlays and assets and emotes. I can do all that myself, and that's what I've been doing the past few days. Just kind of like asking you guys, like what kind of overlays or like little assets you guys would like to see on screen. I can't guarantee that all of them will show up on day one, but I'll at least try. I'll at least try to incorporate it into my streams in the future. Is that the Shush? Shush. I'm actually like, I'm not a horrible cook, but I'm definitely not a good one. It's kind of like I'm passable for someone who is self-taught, because that's the thing that's so funny, because I've been helping my mom and my aunt cook since I was a kid, but like they never really taught me anything. It's like they were like, "Hey, can you chop up these vegetables?" And I'm just like little kid, just being like, "Okay," but they don't actually like teach me like how to do like the proper techniques, because I don't think even they know. So we're just it's high good, yeah, exactly. Mascot design. Thank you for yeah. Okay, so that's the thing too. Because now that you guys have seen Budokun, I'm in court, and like you guys like him, I'm incorporating him into the Twitch assets and the Twitch overlays and everything. So hopefully you guys will like how that looks, because I will see like VTubers having certain things in the backgrounds, like little plushies or pillows, and just mascot memorabilia and paraphernalia. And I thought like, oh, that looks so cool, because even if I can't have Grape Cat mascot like merch, at the very least we will have merch like on screen. I was thinking of adding like stuff like a Funko Pop, and like some sort of LED lamp, maybe a poster, body pillow, plushie. Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, maybe we could have like not just like Budokun, but also me. What if I was a Funko Pop? What if I was a Fumo? What if I was a body pillow? Mm, like it's so funny. I was working on it, and then I was like asking Mane-san for some advice and what he thought about like my sketch so far. And then he said to add like an Enaria booba mouse pad, and I was like and I'm laughing so much because it's like, oh my gosh, because I know we talked, because like we talked about like on stream, right? Like you guys and I talked about boy Naria butt pad, but it's like, no, let's have like an Naria mouse pad first. Man, is that yeah, because it's like it's one of those things, right, where it's like even if it doesn't become real, at least in our minds and in our hearts, at least it's real there. Okay, wait, hang on, guys. I'm gonna wash my hands, and then I'm gonna head to the kitchen. Okay, I have to like move some stuff around. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Surprised the mic is picking up the distance. Yeah, it's like you guys are here with me. Come on, we're gonna be cooking together. I'll be okay. Let me see. Okay. Okay. What is the first thing that I'm supposed to cook? Okay. Okay, the prep work is done, and now we can head to the stove. Okay. Cool beans. I think the pan is hot enough. Let's see. I always get nervous at this part. Like, yes, technically, I know how you're supposed to check, but I'm bad at checking. Think you can take a picture of the food and post on Twitter? No. because because you know what I'm doing. Okay, so basically, it's technically 2 a.m. for me, so I'm like not actually gonna cook this. It's literally just gonna be like a sauce. Mane-san told me that what he does when he meal preps is like he got the idea from this like one food channel guy, Adam something, and I forgot his last name. And so he I do wanna post pictures of my food at some point, but I get nervous because it's like I also post food stuff on my personal social media, so I worry that someone will be able to track me down just based off of that. So that's why I'm not really sure if I can realistically post stuff. However, comma, there will come a time where I will set things up for a hand cam stream. So I'm looking forward to that. Because I'm gonna basically pull like a Nidi Sanji, silver play button in the Nijisanji office where it's like the background is gonna be like just like a plain white table. So I'm gonna do something like that. Let's get a new tablecloth for your VTuber cooking stream. Yeah, I was thinking of that. Yeah, like yeah. Gotta be careful, you know? Because, like, it's not even just, like, get worried about being doxxed. I'm worried about people finding out. Because, as you guys know, this is a secret lifestyle of mine, you know? Like, nobody in my real life is supposed to actually know about this. You know what everybody thinks that I do for a living? Everybody thinks that I just I'm a digital illustrator, like a freelance illustrator for an overseas company. And I'm like, well, technically it's not incorrect, you know? Like I did make money drawing online for people in other countries. So so I mean, it's it's not wrong. It's just not entirely correct. It's like it's lying by omission, you know, because I've definitely worked as a freelance artist. I just have not told them about where I get most of my money nowadays. You know, I was thinking about this before, where it's like the main. I think I don't know if this is correct, but I think I'm the first person from Nexas, but also on AniLive to ever attempt like a cooking ASMR stream on here. Like not right now, but like I mean like months ago. I think I was the first person to do it. I don't remember seeing anybody else do it before. And I was doing like a cooking ASMR zatsu. um, so I was like thinking, right? It's like the thing that's important with cooking ASMR is that you want to make sure that all the ASMR is nice. Like you don't want to make it so that excuse me. You don't want to make it so that the ASMR is too loud or too quiet. Because there were times where I wanted to cook, but I kept thinking like the stuff that I wanted to cook would not be good ASMR. Like for example, something like deep fried is too loud, but something like soup is too quiet. So you want to have stuff like chopping noises, slight stirring noises. You want to have like slight sizzles, you know. And that's coming from me, right? Because it's like while I'm not very experienced in normal ASMR, like GFE ASMR, I do like cooking ASMR. So at least with that, I'm kind of experienced in. And so that's where it's like, you know, you wanna make sure that it's not overbearing, or I don't know if underbearing is a word. Because I remembered there was a Nexan, I think it was Nox, where I think her cooking ASMR was a little too loud, so I couldn't hear her voice very well. So it's like stuff like that, you know. You wanna make sure there's like a nice balance, and so you shouldn't be like deep frying stuff, or at least like at the very least make sure that the phone is a little far away from the actual cooking, because while you want to see chat, you don't want them to be deafened by the sounds of the cooking. It's like I don't think you guys would like a cooking ASMR where I was just like clanging pots and pans together. Would you guys like a dishwashing ASMR? Just give you guys like the real like waifu experience, you know. Right now, I'm stirring the onions and the meat together. I'll add the garlic later because I want the meat to be cooked a bit more before the garlic, and then like stir that around some more. Cause like the garlic burns so quickly, so I don't like putting it in right away. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta be careful when it comes to like ASMR. You know, you don't want to have like, you know, like I mean, if you guys have listened to my very first ASMR video, like I just out of nowhere just like cussed in the middle of it at like the 4 minute mark, which is very funny, but like that shouldn't have happened, you know. So yeah, it's like when it comes to stuff like this, it's like it's stuff that a lot of people don't think about. They're just like, oh, I just gotta cook next to my phone, right? It's like, no, you gotta make sure that you emphasize all the sounds, and you gotta make sure that it has like a certain vibe to it. You don't want to be too much. You don't want to be too little. You know. Okay. I'm gonna add the garlic now. Oh, it didn't sizzle as much as I thought it would. That's okay. I was thinking of going to the farmer's market at some point, cause I'm going out this weekend, and that's like that's a farmer's market for me. And so I was thinking, oh, I kind of wanna make shakshuka. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just like tomatoes and spices and peppers and poached eggs on top, and oh yeah, tomato sauce, obviously, tomato sauce, tomato paste, whatever. And I was gonna make that, but I don't have any peppers anymore. So I was gonna go to this particular I was gonna go to the farmer's market, buy some like bell peppers or something. I don't really like bell peppers that much, but it's like it's one of those things, right? It's like ginger. It's like it's aromatics where it's like it helps enhance the flavors and everything. I don't know what to call peppers. They're not aromatics. They're something else, but I don't know what to call it. I don't know all the science words. Okay, chat. I have a question for you to anybody who knows how to cook. Am I supposed to season before or after adding the sauce? Like also, hi Jayzuk. Hello, welcome. Am I supposed to put salt and pepper before or like in the vegetables or in the sauce? Oh, okay. I'll wait. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Because right now I'm just waiting for the vegetables, especially like the onions. I'm just waiting for that to like sweat down or something or whatever it's called, wilt. I don't know. Do you guys what are you cooking by the way? I'm cooking pasta sauce because I'm meal prepping for the rest of the week. I heard that you could like freeze them and then just have them as like a single serving, just microwave them and everything whenever you need. So that's cool. I'm gonna do some dishes. Wait, no, I should probably add the sauce first. Oh, I should add like a bay leaf or something. Okay, hang on. You know what I thought was so interesting? Hi IB, hello. You know what I thought was so interesting? When I saw that every time I watch one of these like cooking videos that require something like pasta sauce or whatever, and I'd see someone using tomato paste, it's always like in a tube. I didn't know that they came in tube form, so that was interesting to me. Okay, guys, the sauce is saucing. So I'm just letting that cook a bit more because like the sauce is like it just came out of the fridge, so it's cold. So I'm just incorporating all the flavors, and while that is cooking, I will do the dishes because I am a good multitasker. Okay, so I'm gonna yeah. Hopefully it's not too loud, but if it is, maybe that's the point. I heard, yeah, it's like I have a lot of guy friends who have culinary experience. Surprisingly, a lot of them are Filipino, so that was interesting. Um, and so, like the thing that they always try to tell me is whenever I eat, I get like food comas, right? So I don't want to do anything after eating. So I don't want to do the dishes. And so they told me while your food is cooking, before you even sit down to eat, you should like do the dishes while waiting, just because it's like you're getting stuff done while you're still up, so you're not getting all eepy. that's the main thing. When you get so eepy and you don't want to do anything, and then you just end up not doing the dishes anymore because you're like, oh, I just finished eating. I don't want to stand up. I don't want to like clean, so I'm just gonna like lie down and then just not just not tend to the dishes. So yeah, that's my advice to you. If you guys struggle with that thing that I always struggled with, like finding the motivation and the time to actually like do the dishes while in the middle of cooking. So like do it while the food is still cooking, so that you have yeah. I don't know. It's a good piece of advice. It is funny though because I have so many friends who have culinary experience. It is very funny whenever they comment on the stuff that I do in the kitchen, because the thing that I'm most egregious for is the fact that I forget to taste test my food until after I finish cooking everything. Like I've watched so much MasterChef, so much Hell's Kitchen, so much Kitchen Nightmares. And a lot of the time, Gordon Ramsay is always telling these chefs, like, taste, taste, taste. Don't forget to taste your food as you're cooking. And I'm just like, why can't these chefs do that, And then I do it, and then I forget. That's on me. Makes you confident in your cooking skills. I like to think that too, because I'm just like, I don't know if you guys have seen this episode of Adventure Time, but there's this one scene where Jake the dog makes like the perfect sandwich, and then he kind of just lets the spirits take hold of him. The universe gives him the answers, tells him how to do the recipe, and then I'm kind of the same way, in the sense that I just let my ancestors speak for me. Surely nothing can go wrong. Yeah, I just let my ancestors speak for me, and I'm just like, hey, guide me, ancestors. Tell me how much salt I need to put, and then I'll just trust you. I'll it's the uh it's the traditional Asian cooking technique. You just keep adding stuff in, no recipe at all, no measurements. Just keep adding stuff until your ancestors speak to you from beyond the grave, saying, "Oh my God, that was such funny timing. I was gonna mute my mic. I just sneezed." Oh my God. Yeah, that was really funny timing. Yeah, no, I didn't. I sneezed it out. I never sneeze into food. Don't worry. I know that much. I never sneeze into food. Besides, you should always sneeze into your arm anyways. Never or sneeze into your sleeve. Never sneeze like out in the open. So this is like really funny. But when I was younger, when I saw like how they have those things, it's like, oh, a sneeze is like so and so mile. It's like it's at a speed at something something miles per hour. I didn't know how that worked, so I thought it was like a matter of if you sneeze like into an open field, within an hour, your sneeze, the germs from your sneeze would travel very far away. I thought that's how that worked. It is not how it works. So I kept thinking, yeah, hi, Tamu, Tameu. So it's like I thought like how that worked was like if you sneeze like in an empty field, the germs will travel like a far distance. I thought that's how that worked. It's like I didn't know how like that was like how they measured speeds. I thought that's like how they measured how far something would reach or something. Kind of like a car. It's like, oh, if you drive at like let's say 75 miles per hour, in an hour you will reach 75 miles, right? That's how that works. And so I thought the same thing with like a sneeze, like how they measured the sneeze speed. But yeah, anyway, so it's like when I cook, it is just kind of like I am just winging it a lot of the time. I will follow a recipe, but even then I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna tweak this a little bit. Because it's like, for example, like the main thing that a lot of people talk about when cooking is if you follow a recipe and it calls for garlic, usually you want to add more. You can never have too much garlic. The people who say there's too much garlic, they're weak. They need to be culled and sterilized. They they will not inherit the earth. Also, I'm sorry for the Twitch audience, by the way, like the Twitch viewers. I'm away from my computer, so I can't see you guys at the moment. Hang on. I am gonna go there soon. So don't you worry. Don't you worry, kids. Mama's coming. Okay. I guess I should actually season the sauce now. Okay, hang on. That's such a funny thing to say. It's like, oh, I should probably season my food, huh? Oh, also, I heard that it's considered rude. Like, I don't know what exactly in what restaurants, but it's like I heard like in Italian restaurants, for example, it is an insult to season your food before tasting it because you're already assuming that the food is bad. So it's like, or under seasoned. So it's like, don't do that. Always taste. Like, always taste your food before seasoning. So should I taste my food now? I guess. But it's hot and I don't have any spices. Hang on. Yep, that's tomato sauce. So I guess I'll add seasoning now. The thing that's a problem is that my the flavors that I usually like are really salty, really sour. I like strong flavors, which is something my sister does not like. So it's a little tricky having to balance out like what I can cook and what I can't, just for her comfort levels. Because I'm always like, I want to cook this much, but she does not want me to do such a thing. I'm like I don't know if I have like that disease where the people that have it usually crave a lot of salt. I don't think I have that, but that would explain a lot actually. Because it's like I've always been a sodium fiend, and it's like it's been really bad for me. But that's exactly why you always have to make sure you drink lots of water, kids. You want to balance it out, right? So for me, it's like because I know that I consume a lot of sodium, I need to balance that out by drinking lots of water. So that's why like I'm always drinking water. Yeah, on stream I forget to drink water, but at least I'm drinking water, you know. Okay, I'm gonna add another teaspoon of salt because that was way too little. Okay. Oh no. Is that why she responds to your cooking usually with "it's edible" and nothing else? Yeah. because okay, so as I mentioned earlier, a lot of the time I don't taste my food until after I'm done cooking it and I'm already plating it, and so like my friend who does have culinary experience, he told me that when you're cooking, you should not be surprised by how your food tastes until you're at the dinner table. You know, like you should know what your food tastes like before you serve it. So I thought that was really funny. But yeah, that's pretty much why she has certain thoughts about the food I cook. Because sometimes I do kind of over season or under season, depending on how I'm feeling that day. It's like don't blame me, blame my instincts. Blame the ancestors. They're the ones who told me to add another teaspoon of salt. I can't help it. I have no control over my own body. I just do what the voices tell me. Okay, now I'm thinking adding cream. I don't know if that's good for this particular sauce. It tastes the same from earlier, so I don't know if I should add more. Because like that's like my main thing too. Whenever I salt something, I don't wait enough from the time I salted it to the time that I tasted it. There is not enough time for the flavors to incorporate. So I just think that I'm under seasoning. And then I add another teaspoon, and then I found out that I did over season. So that's why I'm trying to like be patient right now. I could add a bay leaf though. I could add like, or not a bay leaf. Yeah, maybe a bay leaf. I don't know. What do I have in the kitchen? What do I have in the kitchen? So it's like so yeah, with I have this one aunt. She does this thing that's really funny. So sometimes she'll have like a red meat sauce, and then other times she'll have like a carbonara, sauce, like a cream sauce, right? But like the thing is, sometimes it's not enough for a whole serving. So what she likes to do is like she mixes those two sauces, the white sauce and the red sauce, and then she turns it into something she calls an orange sauce. I'm sure there's probably a proper way to call that, but like, but she calls it an orange sauce. And then that's basically like what she just does with like the leftover sauces. That's not enough for like a proper like meal, I guess. It's a good way to like not waste your sauces while also like making sure there's enough food for everybody. I was half listening, thought you said baby, and was, oh, you want me to call you baby again? Don't worry, I'll do that a lot this Sunday during my Rizzer Cringe stream. Hi, Lightning. Yeah, I can do that a lot for you later, later this week. Because basically, the thing with Rizzer Cringe is gonna be like me letting Boy Naria take over, and Boy Naria is gonna be like down bad for everybody. So that's why you're gonna be dealing with Boy Naria, you know. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. The sauce is saucing. So I'm going back to my desk and then just chilling with you guys. Okay. Okay. Hello everybody. I can see Twitch now. Sorry for ignoring you guys for like the past like how many minutes? I don't know. The ancestors say add more shush. At me if there's anything you want to relay. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, thank you. Anyways, Boy Naria, my beloved, thank you. Yeah, he's going to try his best to try to rizz up chat. He's a flirt. He's a huge flirt. Do you guys like what is your favorite cuisine actually? I like to ask people this because there's this thing with me where it's like every now and then I tell people like, hey, listen, if you talk to me long enough, I'm gonna get to a point where I just talk about food. Like I talk about food way more than I talk about penises and drinking, you know? Like if all else, I am very much not a connoisseur, but an enjoyer of cuisines. Um, and so I like to talk to people about different food. It's like I like learning about different food too. So it's like even if I've never had something like let's say like Nigerian food. If someone tells me that they've had it, I'm just like, oh, what's that like? You know. So I just like learning about people's favorite foods. So like, shut up, Rex. Burgers probably, though I used to have a breakfast sandwich. I feel like breakfast sandwiches are really funny because or anything breakfast related, it's like they just add an egg and it's automatically breakfast. Like if it's like, oh, here's like a normal burger, and then if you add an egg in it, it's suddenly a breakfast burger, which I think is so funny. And it's a simple way to make something into a breakfast food, but it's like, is that all we've reduced eggs to? Just breakfast? No other time of day can we have eggs? I love to have eggs for breakfast. I love to have like breakfast for dinner. Yeah. So Yeah, so like a lot of the time I'll ask people, like, what's your favorite cuisine? That's like one of my icebreaker questions. Because I mean everybody's had food, you know? So it's not something like you have to like think too hard on, and like really like you don't have to even have the same interest. It's just something to talk about. So if you guys ever struggle with making small talk, just ask people like what their favorite kind of food is. You don't necessarily have to ask them what their favorite dish is, but ask them what kind of like cuisines they like. For me, I like Chinese, Filipino, Korean, and Italian. I love Italian food. I grew up with a lot of Italian food because my relatives went to Italy for like a couple years, and when they came back, they were cooking a lot of Italian dishes. I was supposed to go with them, but my parents didn't allow me because I was like way too young. I'm kind of sad. I wanted to go to Italy. But yeah, maybe I would have been maybe I would have been a healthier person. But I mean, then again, it's like my relatives did not come back more mentally sane. So like, I mean, it's like they're like they, you know, have you ever seen those like those people that came back from vacation at the from like the Caribbean or like Hawaii or something, and they're just like, oh man, I really loved that place. Like the food was amazing, the people, the culture. You know, they my relatives are talking like that, and it was like so funny, because they were only there for like a year or two, and they were like high off of like the Italian fumes. They were like snorting oregano every day, and so like when they came back, they had like a certain vibe to them. I'm a horribly picky eater, probably similar to your sister. Prefer mild flavor. Oh, that's interesting. If you like mild flavors, I think you would like Japanese cuisine because that's like the main difference I think there is between something like Korean food and like Japanese food. They have similar dishes just because you know culturally, historically, but I think Japanese people prefer milder flavors, which is why I don't really like which is why I don't really like Japanese food that much. If it's like Japanese food, it has to be like the really savory dishes, like let's say like chicken teriyaki and like uh what else? I guess like ramen. I love ramen. But it's like if it's like something like you know like they're I don't want to shit on Japanese food. It's good. It's just that it's too mild for someone like me who is like someone who's into like a lot of strong flavors. So if I want something like very sour, very salty, I'm not gonna go for like you know a donburi or like something like Japanese curry. I'm gonna have to go for something like kimchi jjigae, which is basically just like kimchi soup or stew, right? Umeboshi, yeah. Yeah, so it's like if you like mild flavors, Japanese food is definitely the way to go. They do have heartier meals, like I mentioned, like ramen and chicken teriyaki or stuff like that. They're meat dishes. But if it's like you know just like their average flavor profile, it is a bit on the milder side. Like when you eat spicy Japanese food, it's not that spicy. When you eat sweet Japanese desserts, it's not that sweet, which is the way they like it. They like things a bit mild, not unflavored, but just mild. You know, which is fine. Like I said, it's like the opposite of something like Korean cuisine or Indian cuisine, because Indian cuisine it's like very strong. They really like to use all the spices in their arsenal. Like for example, like one of the main things they have is like garam masala, and that's basically their allspice, and holy shit it's so strong. Like I cannot use a lot of garam masala in my cooking. I've tried, and it was always so you know it was a very strong flavor. Okay, my sauce is done, so I'm just gonna leave it just to cool a bit because I have to freeze this later. But yeah, I am technically done cooking. I don't wanna, yeah. In the future, I will want to post my cooking because I do like to cook, even if I'm not great at it. So once I have a setup where I know for a fact that none of my stuff is gonna get leaked or exposed, because it's like I said, I do post on my personal accounts as well. So if you guys like, if some weird person ever gets a hold of those pictures through like image searches or something, reverse image searching, they will be able to find my personal account, and then they'll be able to find where I live and stuff like that. Because I post a lot of food related stuff on my personal Instagram, for example, and a lot of the time I will tag the locations, and that's why I can't risk showing anything until I've sorted out like what the background or like the setup would be, because I told you guys I am planning on having what do you call it, hand cam streams. So when I do my hand cam streams, then I can start posting, I mean, you guys will see the food anyways. You guys will see the food getting cooked. Also, that's a thing too. If you're ever doing cooking ASMR or food related streams or whatever, the last thing you want to do is cook a complicated dish for the very first time. You want to make sure that the thing you're cooking is something that you could do with your eyes closed, or something very simple, because you don't want to like have to use all your brain power on a dish that you don't know will turn out well or not. And that's the problem with a lot of streamers. Like I know there's been some VTubers that have done this like for a hand cam stream, and I'm just like, that's so dangerous. You do not want to be fucking around in the kitchen. Like that is a recipe for disaster. Pun intended. Went to a friend's Indian restaurant. Yeah, I think I suffered until I found the chicken tandoori. Oh, okay, okay. So my very first experience with Indian cuisine was very intense. So I was going shopping with a friend because we were planning out our cosplays together. So we were like buying we were buying materials and stuff. Hi, call sign. Hello, call sign Fed boy. That's a crazy username. But hello, welcome newcomer. Hi, hi. Good afternoon. Um, so basically, this friend of mine went to go shopping for cosplay materials. And for lunch, we decided to stop by this food place. And we were looking around at the restaurants. There was this authentic Indian restaurant. How do I know it's authentic? The lady running it was Indian. I like to think that that's as authentic as it can get, when the person in charge actually is from that country. um, yeah, like you don't wanna go to like a Chinese restaurant thinking it's authentic, but then you go in and all the staff are like Mexican. It's like nothing wrong with that. As long as the person in charge is like from the country, because that means they've probably trained all the staff, on what to do. But if like the person who owns the place is definitely not from that country, it's probably not gonna be that authentic, authentic confirmed. Yeah, so we went to this Indian restaurant, and again, I've never been to an Indian restaurant before. The closest place that I've been to was like a Mediterranean restaurant that just had similar dishes. Like they had kebabs, they had curries, they had like roti, they had naan bread, stuff like that. I mean, it's like, similar dishes, but like it's technically like the Mediterranean spin on some dishes, but like going to like a proper Indian place, I didn't realize how spicy things would get. Okay, so this was before I developed a spice tolerance. So that was kind of bad. I thought, oh, I really like this dish from the Mediterranean place. Maybe it'll be the same when I go to this actual Indian place, huh? Like maybe the kebabs and the chicken tikka masala, maybe that would be really good here too, because I was able to handle it at the Mediterranean place. Maybe it'll be the same at the authentic Indian place. So I ordered chicken tikka masala, some some kebabs, and some, like, I think I also ordered yeah, I ordered roti, and I also ordered some basmati rice. And yeah, that was a huge mistake. Cuz I took one bite of the chicken tikka masala, and it was really spicy. It was so strong. Mess with India is what I've learned. Exactly. I think Korea, Thailand, India, they don't fuck around with spices. Like, they are very serious about their spices. So, like, if you think you can handle the spiciest types of stuff from those cuisines, yeah, just, just watch out. Watch out for your booty hole. Um, so I took one bite of the tikka masala, and I was like, "Oh, my mouth is burning. This is way hotter than what we had at the Mediterranean place before." And so I had to order. So, like, luckily I had the basmati rice, but the thing with basmati rice is that it's not very good at neutralizing spicy flavors. At least compared to jasmine rice. So in Asian countries, a lot of the time we will have, like, fluffy rice. And basmati rice is definitely not fluffy. It's a long grain rice, and it is kind of like what I would consider like a skinny rice. It's very dry. It's very definitely not inflated, it's not swollen. So so I didn't think that it absorbed the or at least neutralized the spiciness that well. And so I was like, "Oh, I need to order like a drink." So I ordered like I did I okay, so this was dumb of me. I ordered a Sprite, and I didn't know at the time that drinking carbonated drinks makes spicy food burn even more, and it makes the taste really bad. So that was a mistake. That was mistake number one. And then I was like, "Okay, that's not working out. So let's try a different thing." And so I ordered a strawberry lassi. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically like it's kind of like a milk based drink, and then they put like fruit in it or something. They mix it with fruit. Um, so I wanted a mango lassi, but they didn't have that, so I got like a strawberry lassi. The lassi was not good because I could tell immediately that they did not use fresh strawberries or anything of the sort. They used like Hershey's like strawberry syrup, which is a very distinct flavor that I do not like actually. Like I'm okay with synthetic strawberry flavors, but not for something like that. I'm not really into um like Hershey's milkshakes, where they use or like Hershey's milk drinks where they use like the what I would consider the Nesquik method, where you put the syrup in the milk and then stir it around, and that's like how you make the milk. So that didn't taste good either. So I asked my friend, because I was like struggling. I was like trying to eat a lot of the food because I did not want it to go to waste. So I asked my friend. I was like, "Hey, can you go to like the store next to us? Like, can you go to the restaurant next to us, and then just kind of buy like a cup of rice, like a cup of white rice?" And he came back with a serving of a cup of like jasmine rice, and that helped a lot. That was so much better than anything else that I tried to neutralize the spices with. And this is why like our food here is very strong tasting, because you're supposed to eat it with rice. Like, rice is a staple in our cuisine, so you can expect that almost every meal, unless it's like a sandwich or something, expect that every meal here will be served with rice. Because you normally in many countries, rice is like a side dish, right? But here it's like you have the rice, and then you have the side dishes, or like because like the rice is like the star of the dish, and then you have like the main dish to go with it. So whether it's chicken or sausages, or like a stir fry or something, like, so that's, so that's how we were eating that, and it was just so nice because it's like you have Our cuisine is very strong tasting in the sense that it's like really sour or really savory or really salty or really acidic, you know, and then you gotta neutralize those flavors with the rice. Um, Otherwise, it's just way too strong just to eat on its own. On its own, you know, like if you ever have like any Filipino dish, a lot of the time you want to eat it with rice. You cannot just like eat it on its own. The soups are even strong, you know, like the soups, the stews, like the main dishes, like they all kind of need rice to go along with it. Sinigang is still amazing. Sinigang is how do I describe sinigang to the non-Filipinos? It's a clear soup. It has fish in it, some vegetables, but like the main thing that gives it that distinct flavor, it's a very sour soup, right? The distinct flavor comes from tamarinds. I don't know if you guys have ever had a tamarind. It's a fruit, I think. I guess it's a fruit. But yeah, or beef or pork. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could also have those. But yeah, like the tamarind is what gives it its distinct flavor. I actually don't like tamarinds, but I'm okay with it in sinigang. Those synthetic fruit flavors are just especially noticeable with drinks. Yeah. That's why I actually don't like those types of drinks. If you're gonna give me like a milkshake, I at least expect the fruit to be real fruit, you know, cause like what are we even doing? Like I'm paying you money just to give me like a teaspoon of like syrup that I could have just bought like a whole bottle for myself and just brought it home. But yeah, so it's like my favorite, because like okay, so like as we're talking about cuisines, right? Like I really like Chinese cuisine, but it's like not authentic Chinese cuisine. I like dim sum because that's a different vibe. Cause like so you're not gonna catch me being like, oh, I really like this fish head soup from mainland China. No, I'm gonna want like dim sum, cause I grew up eating a lot of dim sum. We have a lot of dim sum places here, so I'm gonna like be drawn to stuff that I'm used to. You know, I like Italian food because my relatives cooked me a lot of that when I was growing up. I like dim sum because I ate that a lot with my family, and Filipino food obviously because that's just what that's just normal. um, I saw fish heads with banana slice and I assumed it was a meme. At least I hope so. Hi, small gremlin. Hello. I want to look that up. Hey, God. Fish head banana slices. Do you guys remember that time that I told you guys about like this British person that I knew, and he told me his favorite dish from like a Chinese place was like curry, and I was like, wait, Chinese? Wait, no, they Chinese cuisine doesn't have curry. What are you talking about? And so he told me to look it up, and I was very shocked. I was very offended. it's like um it's like how do I put it? It's like so basically it was because okay, if you know anything about British history, is that they have a lot, or like British culture, they have a lot of Indian immigrants, but they also have a lot of Chinese immigrants. Not a lot, but like enough for it to for people to have a lot of businesses over there. So it's like I guess they tried to merge stuff together, but I thought was funny was like they so it's like so you have like a Chinese dim sum place making curry, and then they served it with like fries, and I'm just like what in God's name? Hi, Sleepy. Hello. Good afternoon, newcomers. Hello. I'm looking up the fish head and banana slices now. Um, so it seems to be Malaysian, I think. Hmm. 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 I can't really judge them too much because of how weird our cuisine gets. So, for example, never judge. You can't say that. Have you guys ever? Okay, so in my country, I think other countries have this too. We eat like green mangoes, right? So it's definitely going to taste way more sour than a normal yellow mango. So the thing with the green mangoes is that how we eat those is like we slice them up because you can't really, they're not, that's the thing, they're not soft, they're very solid pieces of fruit because they're not ripe yet. So the unripened mangoes, right, it's going to be like sliced as if they were like chips or fries or something, like thick cut fries. And then how we eat those is that we would either eat them with like fish paste or which is called bagoong. I don't eat it like that though. But what my cousin taught me to do was to have like a saucer with soy sauce and sugar, and then that's how I should, like, that's the dipping sauce that I need for that type of thing. But like I don't really like the fish paste that much, just because it's like it's a very distinct flavor and I don't really need that flavor. I'm more into soy sauce. That's the thing. Like where I'm from, we're really hard into soy sauce. Like a lot of what we would, yeah, like our dipping sauces usually have soy sauce in it, like a dark soy sauce. Oh, hi Crunchy. Hello, hello. Yeah, so I'm used to that flavor profile more than the fish sauce thing, or not fish sauce, fish paste. So we don't I don't eat it like that. But like if it's like like a barbecue sauce. So like our barbecue sauces are very simple. It's just kind of like dark soy sauce, ketchup, maybe like herbs if you have them, and some sort of like acidity. So it's like you gotta like add like either a lemon or a lime or something. We have this thing called calamansi, which is basically like, imagine a cross between a lemon and a lime, because you want it like sour, but it's like it's almost sweet, right? And then it's like the size of a grape. It's like it's so tiny. But yeah, so oh, that's a thing too. I win that I was surprised by. I was surprised at how much Americans like that grape meat. I was surprised by how much Americans like ranch. I've never actually had ranch. Maybe I have, but I just didn't notice because ranch isn't very big here. Maybe if I went to like an American place, but a lot of the time, if it's something like let's say fried chicken, we would be eating that with ketchup or gravy. We would not be eating that with ranch, which I thought was very interesting. Have you guys seen that viral, the pink sauce lady? Have you seen that pink sauce? I've had lumpia with ranch. That's crazy to me. Kind of a regional thing. Oh, okay, okay. Because I was just like surprised at how many people like ranch that much. It's very cultural. Have you guys ever seen that pink sauce lady? So the thing with her was when people were replicating what they assumed was in the sauce based on the few ingredients that happened to be listed. A lot of people were saying that it's like ranch, but just like a little bit fruitier, and then you would mix that with you would like add that to your chicken or whatever. And I was just like, first of all, it was disgusting to look at. It's like Pepto Bismol colored, which is not a delicious looking color. I don't want it to look like like a Teletubby pudding or whatever it's called. um and so when people were explaining that it was like ranch, I was just like, oh, right. Americans eat chicken with ranch, which I thought was crazy. And I'm terrified. Yeah, right? It looks so concerning. I think the thing that was the worst part for me was how gross it looked. And she kept making videos where she was like, she was like looking into the camera while eating the pink sauce off the fried chicken. And I just kept thinking, like, don't look at me like that. That you're making it weird. Like, don't make eye contact with me while eating. She's like, it's so good, and I'm like, eee. Ranch with chicken nuggies is a good combo. Oh, what do you guys have with your let's say like McDonald's chicken nuggets? Like what kind of sauce do you guys pick from there? I know people were like going crazy over like the Szechuan sauce, but I honestly like the Szechuan sauce craze was just because of that one episode of Rick and Morty. It probably did not taste that amazing. But like for buffalo, you guys have buffalo sauce. That's cool. Our options here are barbecue sauce and the sweet and sour sauce. I usually like the sweet and sour one. It's like a really nice flavor profile. Oh, that's also another thing. Sweet and sour sauces are very common in Chinese dim sum. So and they're very like easy to make. So that's like what I usually go for if it's like McDonald's chicken nuggets. I haven't had McDonald's chicken nuggets in a really long time actually, but it's like I just remember I always got the sweet and sour one. The barbecue one isn't bad. It's just that I prefer the sweet and sour sauce. I like ranch with poultry. I eat McNuggies plain, and Nano calls me a monster. Why do you eat your nuggies plain? I make sure to have them with a sauce because I feel like they're way too dry. I'm gonna be honest, they're a little too dry for my taste. Hi, Deskun. Wood afternoon. Yeah. Hi. Plain nuggies. Eee. Hi, Amira. Hello. Welcome back. Hi, hi. But yeah, no, it's like mm, yeah, it's like yeah, I don't know what would oh, do you guys ever put ranch in burgers or something, or is it just like basically a chicken thing? Like, do you guys ever put ranch on your burgers? I always feel like it looks so similar to like some burger dressings that I've had, like but those are probably like Thousand Island or like some sort of like like Caesar dressing. But I don't. You do put ranch on your burgers? Oh, okay, okay. I know, like because I keep thinking like it's like okay, I have this sauce. What can I put on it, right? It's like when people put like let's say sriracha sauce. People will put it on their like dishes. They'll put it on let's say a burger, maybe a normal sandwich, maybe a burrito, something like that. I just it's like if you have a sauce, if you've dedicated so much of your time eating sauces, you might as well see what else the sauce could work on. And I guess that's the point of like the whole pink sauce thing, is that she wanted to sell a product that you could put on everything. The problem was that it looked disgusting, so not a lot of people wanted to eat it except people that wanted to just try it just out of curiosity. It's kind of like the whole Belle Delphine gamer girl bathwater. It's like it's probably not actually bathwater, but they just wanted to test it just as part of the meme. So it's the same thing with like the pink sauce. A lot of people probably did not think it looked delicious, but they were just like, I just want to see what it tastes like. Nuggets with barbecue sauce go hard. Yeah, I think so too. Um, oh shit, you know what would be so good? I just thought about this. I feel like Japanese McDonald's has this just because it makes sense. I think they might have teriyaki sauce. Like, holy shit, it'd be so good. Like nuggets and then teriyaki sauce, and then like maybe some like sesame seeds, like toasted sesame seeds, and like green onions on top, like scallions on top. That would be so good. Oh my god, that'd be so good. I want Enaria back. God. Oh god. Dunked pizza slices in ranch and found it interesting. Oh, yeah, no, I think I've seen Americans do that in like mukbang videos before, and that freaked me out a little bit because I was like, okay, listen, I myself am into sauces, but that's a lot. Oh, my sister does not like sauce. Like she does not like dipping sauces. Like a lot of the food that she, how I mentioned, like I mean, like you mentioned this, Iowan, like she eats like things with like mild flavors. Where I'm like the opposite. She also likes them like kind of dry. Like she does not like dipping sauces whatsoever. I'm just like, they're to enhance the flavor. What do you mean? Also, just like I don't like it when food is too dry unless it's meant to be dry, like something crunchy. Oh, thank you for the Borgar. Thank you, thank you. I didn't get McNuggies while in Japan for some reason. I feel like it is a waste to go to fast food places when you're in a foreign country, but when it's a foreign country that has limited when it has like very unique um items on their menu that's like specific to that country, then you have to try it. It's like for example, here in my country, we have like fried chicken with rice, but we also have mixed spaghetti. We have these drinks called floats, like like a root beer float. We have a lot of these types of drinks where it's like a soda or something, and then it's mixed with a flavor, and then we have like vanilla soft serve on top. Apparently that's not a thing over there. They're really nice. I really like the drinks. We get like limited edition type stuff as well, like seasonal drinks or seasonal menu items. We like our filet o fish is only during Lent season, like when like when all the Catholics are fasting and they only eat like white meat. I tend to not to use. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, maybe you guys just have like because like for her, a lot. Yeah, she is like a picky eater, but she also has like digestive problems. So maybe I don't know if you're the same way, or you just don't like a lot of strong flavors. I only went to McDonald's and Starbucks because they're one of the few places. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm surprised. I guess like convenience stores, right? 7-Elevens, in Japan and in Korea. Definitely try those if you guys go there because like they have like so many options. You guys were so shocked when I told you guys like in Asia, a lot of the time our 7-Elevens have tables and chairs and meals and stuff because you guys like it's just snacks over there, but it's like, yeah, no, here we have people eating at these places. We're trying to be as convenient as possible. Convenience go hard. I tried the Starbucks pink drink. What did it taste like? Because I know it was like a meme because of like freaking James Charles being like, oh my god, I invented like a pinkity drinkity, and people were like, no, that's already a thing though. What does it taste like? I want to know because I kept thinking it was like strawberry and like, but I wasn't 100% sure. It could have been a bunch of different things. You have to, yeah, if it's like yeah, if it's like McDonald's, or like Starbucks or whatever, definitely see what kind of items they had. I found out from someone that over in Canada, for example, their McDonald's has poutine, and I thought that was crazy. In India, their McDonald's don't have any beef, obviously, so they have a lot of like chicken burgers. Um, in Japan and in Korea, they also have some like menu items that are not necessarily like super super unique. It's more like the flavor profile that's unique. Like they have different flavors of like things that you've had before. It's a met tastes like coconut strawberry. Ew. Oh, okay, okay. So for example, we had these like see this there was this like limited edition collaboration. I don't know exactly I don't know if this was like stuff that they have over there in Japanese McDonald's, but we had this like limited edition thing called like it was like a flavors of Japan collab or something, and we had all these menu items. Hang on, let me look it up. So the menu items were as follows. We had these shake fries that were seasoned with like nori, or seaweed rather. Yeah. And then we had this strawberry sakura float, yeah, it's like, so it's like a soda, and then they flavored it strawberry and sakura, and then they I guess it would technically just mostly be strawberry. I don't think you would be able to taste the sakura much, and then like vanilla soft serve on top. And then we had teriyaki samurai burger, which is basically just like a normal burger with teriyaki sauce on it instead. And then we had the ebi burger, which is just like a patty. I guess it's like a chicken patty, and then they had like shrimp in it, and then they deep fried the whole thing. And that's like the Japanese thing. They also had like these donburis, which is just like rice bowls, and then they had like the same thing but like on top. I know they also had like a tie-in with Korea. Like, let me see, like they had similar things as well, but like we included let me see, what is the Korean one? What are their items? Okay, so we have honey butter shake fries. So if you guys have ever had honey butter chips, yeah, so like it's basically just like the flavoring. I guess they just crushed up some chips or something. We had like a strawberry banana sundae. Oh, that's a thing to another item from the Japanese menu was like the matcha sundae. So it's just like the vanilla soft serve and like a syrup on top. The strawberry banana sundae, and then a Korean chicken burger. I feel like it's just like a chicken burger, and then they just had like a very specific sauce to go with it. So yeah, it's like definitely if you go to a different country, try what kind of McDonald's they have. It's like don't get the items that you normally would get. Get the limited edition items for sure. I think I mentioned this in a very old stream. But like if you're going to a foreign country, get the stuff that the locals would eat. You know, so that would be like McDonald's, convenience store stuff, and then street food. Also, I mean, like, yeah, go to the restaurants and everything, but also make sure to try like the very affordable food items, just to get a feel for what the locals like to eat, you know. Because a lot of the time if you go to a restaurant, especially with the tourist trap restaurants, you'll get stuff that they think foreigners would like, you know. Like I've been to many restaurants here that have items that I'm like, okay, this was definitely catered to like Americans or Europeans or something, you know. Like I could just tell that they thought of American tourists when they made these like menu items. So it's the same thing. Like if you just go to a restaurant, they want to attract the tourists. So you better go to like the convenience stores and the McDonald's, you know, and the Starbucks maybe. Or I guess yeah, it doesn't have to be specifically those places, but it's just like, you know, 7-Eleven, McDonald's, and Starbucks are just like those places that a lot of people have tried already, no matter what country you're from. So it's like it'll just be cool to see like what differences there are, in terms of flavor profile and how they prepare certain things. Yeah, America. Yeah, thank you for the follow, Fed Boy. Take a look at YouTuber Polygon Donut. Disclaimer does have bright colors, which is bad if you have epilepsy. Um, Polygon Donut. Let me check. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, why though? Let me see. Wait, why? What is this? Like, which video should I watch? Weird French fry prod. Are these like? Wait, is this? Wait, hang on. He like reviews toys. Is that? They dip right after. Oh, what a strange person. They're gonna be like, yeah. Imagine that was their channel and they were just trying to promote themselves this whole time. No, no, you're not allowed. Skull Smasher. Hello. I was like Skull Smasher. No, Skull Smasher. Hello. Welcome. Goon. Wait, no. Wood afternoon. Hello. Hello, newcomer. But yeah, no. It's like I'm I want to save up enough money to go to Canada, because the thing that I really want more than, more than visiting my fellow Canadian Nexans, is to try poutine. I don't care how long it'll take me, but I want to go to Canada and try poutine. People are always just like, you can just make it yourself, and I'm like, no, it's not the same. I want the locals to make it. I want to taste like the authentic Canadian method. Like it's kind of like it's like you could just eat, the food that someone brought over from their country, or just replicate a recipe you saw online. But why would you do that when it's so much better to taste like what the natives consider like good ones, like, because I feel so bad when I'm like, oh, like, try this type of cuisine, and then I try it, I'm like, oh wait, this isn't actually that good. um Hi Ruben, Yuxi, hello, hello, welcome. Nano and Sweet mentioned it a lot. Yeah, that's why I was like thinking. I was like, I wanna go on like a Canadian trip, just because it's easier for me to enter the country than if it was to visit the American Nexans. Because as much as that would, as fun as that would be, it's just more complicated to enter America than it is Canada. Like in Canada, they have this thing where um if you're someone from a certain country, you don't need to have a visa. So I thought like, oh, that would be kind of useful. Like I think in Canada, they allow Filipino citizens to enter the country and stay there for up to like 90 days without a visa. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. That's enough for offline collabs and meetups and stuff. Hi Shizu, hello, hello. Wood afternoon, newcomers. And so I was like thinking, oh, it would be so nice if I could go to Canada and just like meet up with like a bunch of Canadian Nexans, because there's a few of them up there. So it's not just gonna be like me visiting just one person. Like it would be nice. Certainly much easier than America, especially these days. Yeah, no, it's like I was telling like some of the American Nexans, like, guys, let's go meet up, let's go hang out in Canada. It'll be so fun over there. Because it's definite, while it would be difficult to round up everybody, it is easier to just like meet up in Canada than to like try to like meet up in like the middle of nowhere, Texas or whatever. you know it's just so big, guys. It's so big. um so yeah, it would be nice. I do want to visit the Nexans. Oh my god. Come on. I didn't even touch it, bro. I didn't even touch it. Come on now. Okay, okay. Welcome back, guys. See the business that happened. Yeah, because I normally, because I mean, it's only been like an hour and a half. Why is it glitching out already? Hi, Nate. Welcome, welcome. Lone Wolf. Nice to see you again. Hi, Shizu. Hello. Anyways, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. Um, so basically, the thing is, right, I would love to visit a lot of the Nexans, but realistically speaking, for my first time abroad, it would just be easier if I visit the Canadians, just because there's fewer of them, and it's easier to enter the country. Thank you, Lone Wolf. Thank you. Welcome to the use hours, I suppose. Yeah, all of Nexus meet up in Japan. We've actually discussed that before, where it was just like, oh man, it would be so cool if we could like meet up in Japan for like an event or something. Because we were asking about that, because certain VTuber agencies, right, have it in their contract that they can tell you to like move to Japan if they really need you to, which is very strange. Which is a very strange considering like what they put in their contract. It's like, why would you have to tell an employee like where to live? It's like this. We're not stockbrokers or whatever. I don't know what you can do as a stockbroker. Panda time, welcome, welcome. Are pretty hard to get for where you're from, so it makes sense. They're very picky. So Canada, it is. Uproot yourself, surely. That's enforceable. Yep, that's why a certain company, a certain infamous company, when people were talking about the contract, they were like, "Yo, this is straight up slavery. Why would they have a clause in their contract where they could tell you where to live? That's very strange." So, but like realistically speaking, it's a very strange situation because Nexus's HQ is in Japan, is in Tokyo, but like AniLive's HQ is in Singapore. So I was always just thinking like if they told me where to live, it's just like who am I listening to? You know, am I listening to Nexus? Am I listening to AniLive? um Realistically, I would listen to Nexus more than AniLive because AniLive is like, we're technically independent contractors that have like some semblance of a partnership with AniLive, but I am technically in Nexus. Like, because Nexus is like the talent agency, so to speak. Like, yes, labor. Oh my God, Mr. Peanuts. Hi, welcome. How are you? Hope you're doing okay. Ah, my God, that's so good. So I have a coffee right now. And here's the thing, I like drinking coffee because I like it whether it's warm, lukewarm, or cold. But if it's something like tea, I do not like it cold. Like it's kind of disgusting when it's room temperature. Like if it's like English breakfast, like I'm like, yeah, no, that needs to be like warm, like at all times. It cannot get to a certain temperature. I do not want it tepid. But if it's like an iced tea, like a lemon iced tea, of course, I'd like that iced like crazy. It tastes weird when it's room temperature. Tea is weird when it's room temperature. Speaking of which, I was so upset. So I tried a new tea today because I had like a box of assorted teas, and I've only ever been drinking English breakfast tea, Irish breakfast tea, and Earl Grey. So I tried a new flavor today, Darjeeling. Um, and when I looked it up, because I wasn't sure how to prepare it, like I didn't know if I should add like a lot of sugar, a lot of milk, or what, right? Because normally I would have added like sugar and milk if it was like an English tea. So I looked it up and I was like, what are the flavor notes? What's the flavor profile of Darjeeling? And when I looked it up, they were saying stuff about how Darjeeling is kind of expensive because it's like rare and it's hard to produce and whatever. It's referred to as the champagne of tea. And so I was like, oh, that sounds really fancy. Oh, I have a little baggie of it. Oh, that's so nice. And then I drank it and it was disgusting. I was like, ew, this is gross. I told my friend about it and he said the exact same thing. He was just like, yeah, I hate Darjeeling too. It's not that good. And I'm just like, once again, I have been bamboozled by how rare something is, that it is just because it's expensive, just because it's rare doesn't mean it's actually good. I don't I don't care how many people like it. I don't. I personally don't. Tell Harry to shape up. He letting Captain run circles around him. Yeah, he's like he loves Captain so much. That's the thing. So I'm just like, Harry, please give. Stuff is happening behind the scenes. So I can't talk about it yet. But next month. So in a few days. So yeah, in a few days I can talk about it. But at the moment I can't say anything. um I'm a green tea man, simple and straightforward. Plus, oh, okay, so green tea and like English teas, right? Very different vibes because like with an English tea, you want it like kind of creamy, kind of sweet. With like a green tea, you want it like refreshing and it's herbal, right? You want it like healthy, so you're not gonna be adding a lot of sugar. You're not gonna be adding a lot of like milk and everything. So when it is an herbal green tea, I want it. straight up. I want it black, so I'm not gonna add sugar to it, because like the point is that if I'm drinking herbal tea, it's probably for health purposes, right? Usually I get sick with let's say like a cough, like a sore throat. I'll want to grab like a lemon and ginger green tea. I'm not gonna be putting sugar and milk in that. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna be putting like sugar in it, because the sugar will make it worse, right? Like, sugar is really bad for your throat when you're sick like that. However, you could add honey, because honey has healing properties. It's like anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. So definitely go for honey if you want to like sweeten your tea like that, but like still want to be healthy about it. No, Enaria Tea's Village, yeah. English breakfast all the way for me. I love English breakfast. Thank you so much, Unknown. You're sweet. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, hello, welcome, newcomers today, and also, yeah, wood afternoon or morning, depending on where you're from. Yeah, no, English breakfast. It was so funny because I remembered. So when I first, I think I told this story already, but like to the new people, when I tried English breakfast for the first time, I had British friends at the time, and they were telling me how to prepare it. The thing is, they all had different ways of preparing it, right? But the thing that was common was they were like, okay, steep it for like 1 to 2 minutes in like boiling water, and then like add like 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar and like a splash of milk. I had this one person, I asked them like, how much milk should I add? And they said, add enough milk to the point where the tea starts to look like the skin color of He-Man. Or like that uh yeah, so I thought that was like really, that was like a really funny thing to remember. Make it so your tea looks like a tan tomboy anime girl. um yeah, chrysanthemum tea with honey. Oh, that sounds really nice. I've tried butterfly tea. It's pretty, but I don't really know about the flavor profile. I'm not really into like that type of floral flavor, unfortunately. um Drinking tan tomboys, let's go. Yeah, if you guys ever want to make creamy tea, make sure to make it so that it's like a tan tomboy. Think of your ideal tan tomboy anime girl, and then just think of that skin tone. Because it's like, if it's too milky, then it's gonna taste weird. If it's too dark, then maybe you won't like it that much. But anyways, so I was like making tea for the first time, and I didn't like it. So I was like, okay, let me add more sugar. And then I told my friends about it. I was like, oh my god, this is so nice. And they were asking, I went on camera with them one time, and they were like asking me to demonstrate how I was making my tea, because it was like so early for me. Hi, yeah. So I was making tea for myself like at 7 a.m., and they were just watching me make the tea, right? Because it's like, it's fun hand cam stream. And then it wasn't a stream. It was just like, I was just like on Discord call with them, and then I was just showing them what I was doing, and they freaked out when I told them. So this whole time I was like telling them, oh, it's so nice. I really like English breakfast tea now. I really like the English method of making tea, because I've never had to add sugar and milk before. And so when they saw what I was doing, they were kind of shocked, flabbergasted, and astonished, honestly, and offended, because they were like, wait, how many teaspoons are you adding? How many teaspoons of sugar? And I said four, and they were like, you're only supposed to add 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar. I was like, oh, I see. this one time this one time I made tea for myself, and then I made a cup for my sister. I let her taste it. She thought it was way too sweet. So I just poured the rest of her cup into my cup. Like, I put it into like a larger mug. And then I told my friends what happened. And so they were like, wait, so you're drinking tea with like 8 teaspoons of sugar right now? I was I was shaking by the end of that drink. I was like, my heart was palpitating. I was like trembling a little bit. So that wasn't great. Sweetness of people from your kingdom. No, it's not even the people from my kingdom. It's just me. I'm just crazy like that. But it's like I do think that some of our desserts are really really sweet. Like if I have something like a moist chocolate cake, it's gonna be really rich, it's gonna be really sweet, and I'm gonna want to have like a coffee with it just to balance it out. There's this thing called brazo de mercedes, and it's like a roll cake, but like the way it was made was like so it's basically like eggs in cake form, right? Like sweetened eggs. So brazo de mercedes, if you look up a picture of it, I don't know okay, so it's spelled like BRAZO D, and then or like DE, and then mercedes, right? So brazo de mercedes, it's this I don't know if we got it from other cultures, but like this cake is so yummy, but it's so sweet as well. So basically the filling, the yellow filling, is like a custard made from like the egg yolks, right? And then the outside of the cake is basically like a meringue, but it feels like marshmallow fluff, and then it's coated in like powdered sugar. It's a really sweet cake, but oh my god, it's one of my favorites. My dad also really likes this cake, so maybe I got that from him. um, my mom really likes this cake that's called an ube roll, which is it's purple. It's purple like me. And so I guess I got that from her. Because that's a thing. My sister is weird with food, but I'll notice things where it's like, oh, I really like this food, and it turns out one of my parents also really likes this food. So I guess I got that from them. Hi, Deskun. You basically created Southern sweet tea. Yeah, that's what I thought was so funny too when I found out about like sweet tea. Because I thought when you guys were talking about sweet tea, because I would like see some people referencing that online and like from like southern states. I thought when you guys were talking about like sweet tea, I thought it was just like normal, like like Nestea or Lipton iced tea, and then that's it. No, you guys add a lot of sugar, and I was just like, oh, that's kind of intense. um it's like it's not sweet tea unless you put like the whole bag of sugar in there. Enjoy it. Hey, shut up, ramen. um yeah, so it's like I am the type of person to enjoy really sweet things. The only thing that's a problem is that I have a weak stomach in some cases, because it's like my sister says I have an iron stomach, but it's not true at all. It's like I have a very weak stomach. It's just that I put my body through a lot. Like as you guys know, I'm like one of the most common things you guys say about me is like tummy hort. So I'm just, oh, okay, bye bye, Deskun. I hope you have a good time at your appointment. Bye bye. um yeah, so I'm just kind of like, okay, this is like sickeningly sweet, but all I'm gonna do is drink water to balance it out, just to flush out this stuff from my body, just filter it out. And that's the thing, if you ever consume a lot of something, like whether it's sodium or sugar, make sure to filter that out, like balance it out. I remember talking to this, well, not talking to this person in my chat was like this 16-year-old, and and uh and they mentioned how they only drink soda, and I was just like, bro, that's really not good for you. Even when I was like younger and I didn't really like water that much, I still drank water, and I still drank juice. I wasn't just drinking soda. Soda is not good to consume at that level, like where it's like the only thing you drink. That's so bad. That's so bad for you. You purposely bulk up on stuff that you normally wouldn't be able to take. An iron liver. Man, I wish I had an iron liver, but I did go to the hospital. That's a pathway to kidney stones, right? You have to balance it out. If you eat a lot of meat, for example, eat a vegetable every now and then, balance it out. That's why, like, if you guys have ever had Korean barbecue, let's say, if you've ever had Korean barbecue, you'll know that these KBBQ places will have like the meat. They'll have like the samgyeopsal, like the meat that you grill and everything, like the marinated meat and stuff. They'll have that, but they'll also give you lots of vegetable side dishes. Like you cannot have KBBQ without lettuce, for example. You can have like the other side dishes like kimchi and like potatoes and whatever, but they always want to make sure you have lettuce because it's to absorb like the oils and stuff. That's why like the difference between like America and a place like Korea, right? Is like in America they don't really think about that sort of thing, and that's why you guys get the meat sweats, right? You guys have heard of that phrase, like the meat sweats. Like so yeah, it's like when I see Americans just chowing down on like barbecue ribs and like sausages and stuff, and there's not a single vegetable in sight. It does make me nervous a little bit, like that makes me feel a certain type of way. The lettuce is the best part. Yeah, no, it absorbs the oil. It balances out the flavor, and again, it's like if you ate something really salty or really sweet, and then you wash it down with water just to like you know be a little easier on your body. Rot your teeth as well. Yeah, no, it's like I remember this one kid, like who was like my when I was in grade school. I remember like my younger sister had this classmate and friend who had like rotted teeth, and they were only like 3 years old or 4 years old or something like that. And I was just like, why did their parents let it get this far? It takes a while for someone to get a cavity, let alone have rotted teeth. So I thought that was crazy that they were able to send all four of their children to an expensive school, but they couldn't get her dental care up until this point. That was crazy to me. I was like, how did your child get this far in life with like teeth like that? So that's crazy to me. I get the peppers and onions to grill with my. Oh, that's so nice. But yeah, it's like if I see like a sandwich and it does not have any like vegetables on it, like whether it's like it's something like tomatoes or cucumbers or lettuce, it's like I'm gonna want it for a salad. It's like I don't care. If it's like extra work for me, I'm gonna prepare a salad if I'm gonna have something like really meaty on my plate. Heard that you can use the lettuce to put out the barbecue fire if it gets a little too. That's so fun. I haven't thought about that yet. I worry though because it's like the lettuce will have a little bit of water on it, right? And so I worry that like if there is some water on it, from like being washed but not properly dried, I worry that the water will make like a reaction with the oils that got on the grill, and so it's like I worry that there will be like some like fire or like splatter, so I don't like that. Yeah, that is insane. Her teeth are fine now, but it's like, have you guys ever seen those like pimple popping videos, or like those like Dr. Pimple Popper things where it's like, oh, this person has had like a weird cyst growing out of their skull, growing out of the side of their face or their arm or whatever for like the past how many years, and I'm just like, how did you go this far with this type of medical condition? I feel like you should have gotten it checked out a long time ago. And that's the thing too. It's like ignoring your check engine light for years and then wondering why your car doesn't function very well. And like, it's like, yo, bro, you had signs, you had a warning, you were given time to like act on it, and you didn't. Throw the whole pile to cover the grill, no splashes. Oh, okay. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. I haven't had Korean barbecue in a while, but like my friend did talk about it the next time our other friend comes back into town, because we have this one friend that he lives out of the kingdom, and he visits like every week or once every 2 weeks. And so we hang out with him, and then we go out to eat together, because like it's like I can't eat a lot when I'm with my female friends, because they're not, yeah, they don't eat a lot. But like with my guy friends, we eat a lot, a lot. Sometimes I eat more than them. um, and it's like that whole iron stomach thing, right? Where it's just like, listen, it's not that I can handle all this. It's more like I just force my body to go through it, and then I deal with the consequences later. So yeah, maybe because like we did talk about like possibly getting KBBQ together, but last time we went to have like unlimited fried chicken wings and French fries. So yeah, maybe next time we could get KBBQ. And now you're showing the lads how it's done. Yeah, it's like I may not be able to drink people under the table. Like I cannot out drink people, but I can out eat them. You that sounds so bad. I remember I was like for Christmas I was hanging out with my guy friends at the same like unlimited chicken wing place because like some of them have never been there before, so I was like, hey, let's go to this place. It's my favorite chicken wing place, not because of the flavors but because they have fries, they have unlimited drinks, they have unlimited soft serve ice cream that you have to serve yourself, which is very cool, very fun. um and so I just remembered like we ordered way too much. And then I just told the guys, I was just like, listen, like just give me a few minutes and I will be able to continue. I just need to rearrange my stomach. I just need to breathe for a few minutes, you know? And that's the thing too. Pace yourself when you eat a lot and don't fill up on carbs unless that's like the thing that you're trying to consume, you know? It's like if you've ever been to like a eating contest, you'll see that a lot of people, if it's like something like pizza or burgers or hot dogs, they will try to compress the air out of the bread because that will like fill you up a bit more. So you want to like get rid of that. So if you're like, you know, eating a lot, you this is something that I that I think is really funny about yeah, like a man. Okay, so this is the thing that I think is so funny. If you've ever been to like a buffet before, this is a really funny thing with Asian people, but especially like Chinese people, because it is like just, you know, just a part of their culture. Like they're not necessarily stingy in the sense that they don't want to spend money. It's more like they want to make the most out of their money, right? So if they can get something for cheap, they will. And if they're gonna pay a lot for something, it better be worth it. So that's like their mentality. Um, so so here so whenever we go to like a buffet, it's like Asian people would tell their family members or like their friends or whatever. They'll be like, a lot of the time it is like the older people telling the younger kids about this, but they'll say something like, hey, if you're getting full, don't bother with the rice anymore, eat the meat, that's the good stuff. That's the expensive stuff. So yeah, don't waste your stomach, you know, your room for for stuff like side dishes. You wanna fill up on the thing that's like worth more, you know. So if you're at like Korean barbecue, don't eat all the side dishes. You don't have to finish the side dishes, those are complimentary. You don't have to, like, unless it's like, you know, unless it's one of those places that you have to pay for the side dishes. But the places that I go to, the side dishes are already included in the price that you pay to eat there. So it's already included in the pack, or yeah. So you don't have to buy individual sides where it's like, oh, can I have another serving of this or that, you know? Because I know that's like a common thing in Korea where it's like they charge by the side dishes, but like in the places that I go to, they just ask you like what kind of set you want, and then they'll provide the complimentary side dishes. So the lettuce is always going to be free, the kimchi is always going to be free, you know. um, and so you don't want to fill up on those because those are, you know, quote unquote free, right? They came with the thing. You want to make sure that you make the most bang for your buck, so you gotta eat the expensive stuff, which is the marinated meat and the and like the, you know, barbecue and stuff like that. So don't waste your stomach room, you know. If the buffet has crab, eat the crab is what I always hear. Oh yeah, hi Nano, hello coworker. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? We're talking about food right now. So yeah, it's like what do you guys consider like Do you have you guys okay, so if you've been to a buffet, what's your favorite thing at buffets? Like what do you always look forward to? Um the thing that I had to learn the hard way was never go for the sushi at a buffet. You want sushi to be made like as it's being served to you. You do not want it like sitting out in the open for an unknown period of time and then eat it. You know, it's like it's going to be bad. I remember that you go to a sushi buffet. Oh God. Oh, I guess if it's like a sushi buffet specifically, they're gonna make it like as fresh as possible. But for me, it was like they like the rolls were out there for a while. I was I remember I remember when I went to this place and they had like a sushi bar. I basically got one of everything just to taste which one is good. Oh, that's also like another buffet trick for me. A tip for you guys is like if you go to a buffet, try to get small servings of like basically everything. Like it doesn't have to be every single thing, but everything that you think is like good, because you can always go back for seconds, right? That's the point of a buffet. Like it's not just like, oh, you only get one plate. No, it's like you gotta get small portions of everything, taste everything, see which things you like the most, and then go back for more servings. So that's my tip for you guys. Don't fill up on carbs. Make sure to wash things down, but don't fill up on the drinks either, because yeah, and then yeah, just try everything. And then also you don't have to rush. They're not gonna kick you out after an hour, so it's like make sure you give yourself time to like basically have like a small break, because if you just keep eating for like a really long time, like nonstop, you're gonna get sick. So like give yourself a break, recover, heal, and then go back for more. Don't think you've been to a buffet. Well, I mean, if you already have like if you're already picky as a person, then you probably won't enjoy buffets, because a lot of the time buffets don't have the best quality food because they're cooking it like they're mass producing the food. That's the thing. And it's not fresh when you get the food. It's been like made like an hour in advance. So it's going to be sitting there for a while. So I don't recommend someone like you to go to a buffet. They kick you out of here. Oh no, that's so sad. For us it's like if you pay to eat there and it's a buffet, they're not gonna kick you out. It's maybe that's also like a thing like that's different between Westerners and Asians, because like Asians don't eat that much to begin with. Like I know you guys see like mukbang channels, but those are rare. Like that's not like how a normal like mukbanger eats like all the time. So like I remembered when I was talking to my friend about McDonald's, I showed him what I ordered, and then he told me what he orders on a daily basis just for one meal. And it was like he ate enough for like what I would consider enough for four people for two meals. And that terrified me. And I was like, you ate that for one meal on your own in one sitting? Like that I don't spend more than $5 on a McDonald's order, and you're eating like that much. Like that freaks me out a little. Fresh buffets, right? Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's nice. We have something like that, but it's not the same thing. It's not really a buffet. It's like it's cooked to order type stuff, so it's not really a buffet. Friend goes to New York and Vegas for the buffet specifically, and I find it so strange. Yeah, because like they have so much food over there, and it's like as I mentioned, like I go to these unlimited chicken wing places, which are very common here where I live, right? And when I told my Western friends, when I told my American Canadian friends about it, they were shocked because like they haven't really seen any unlimited chicken wing places. And then I was like, oh, maybe that's because they know that those if you try to have an unlimited chicken wing place in America, you're gonna lose money, because like Americans put away a lot of food. It's very interesting. You guys eat a lot. There's no items for less than $5. Like, oh, that yeah, I know. That's why I was talking to Manasan about this, Nano, and basically he was like asking me like, hey, like you've been ordering a lot of food recently. Like, are is are groceries more expensive, or are they cheaper than like if you ordered food? And I told him like if I ordered a meal for me and my sister, it would be under like $5, maybe $6, but it's never over $10. $10 is pushing it. They see it as black magic. Yeah, no, it's very interesting seeing how much food someone can eat. It's like I know that's funny coming from me, but I don't eat that much in one sitting. Like I act criticized, but people how my then I'll eat you, but like I'll eat at my grandma's house, and then I'm eating, and then my aunt and my grandma will be like, hey, like hey, come sit, hey, like why don't you start eating? And I'm just like, I just finished. You guys just didn't notice. Like, what do you mean? They're like, what? That was so little. Eat some more. And I was like, no, I'm full. Leave me alone. Okay, okay, bye bye. Bye, Lone Wolf. Bye bye. Thank you so much. 30 doll hairs. Boo. Boo. That's why I was like, I was shocked. And that's the thing, right? It's like, it's like regional, like how they price things. Because like they will price things according to the minimum wage, I suppose. Or like that sort of thing. I don't remember how they figure that shit out with economics, but that's how that works. So if things cost, if they're not giving you a lot of money, they're not going to charge a lot, for meals. Because um because like because Manasan was asking me like how much is delivery, how much is like the delivery fee, and I said usually it's not even more than $1. And so he was like, oh, okay, now it makes sense why you order in a lot. I mean, I'm just enjoying the paycheck. Okay, like I finished buying like almost all the stuff for my PC, and I'm gonna go shopping again this weekend. But it's like I'm almost done buying everything I need, so I'm enjoying the paycheck for now, and then I'll save up some more. Every family dinner, go get another plate. I'm just like, leave me alone. You can't make me. I remember it was so annoying when I was a kid because I would be at my grandma's house. I would eat food, and then my grandma will criticize me for not eating enough. She'll put more food on my plate. I'll try to put it back, and then she'll scold me. She's like, oh, if it touches your plate, don't put it back anymore. You have to eat everything. And I'm just like, but I didn't want to eat anymore. And then when I got chubby, she was like, oh, you're so fat. I'm like, come on. And then when I lose weight, she points it out. When I gain weight, she points it out. I'm just like, Grandma, you are the author of my demise. You are the author of my destruction. You are the end. I can't say architect, but yeah, basically. They're architects, yeah. Come on. Grandma, no. Wait, hang on. I gotta put this stuff away. I forgot to refrigerate the garlic. Well, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys refrigerate garlic? Well, yeah, but anyways, build you up big and strong. Yeah, grandma. My clogged arteries really enjoy it. But that's the thing. It's like learning how to cook because I couldn't stand the food that I was being fed the past few years was really funny to me. Cause I love my mom. I love my mom. My mother is really she's a nice lady, and I love her cooking. However, sometimes it does make me concerned when there's not a single vegetable in sight. Sometimes the vegetables are doused in soy sauce. Sometimes they're deep fried. I'm just like, Mom, I kind of want a salad. Can we please have some greens on here? um,
And so yeah, like we've been preparing salads, and that's why, like, when I cook for myself, I always make sure that there are vegetables on site, like there are vegetables present, because it's like it's gotten to a point where I can't even have chicken nuggets without feeling a little bit like, maybe I should have like lettuce or cucumbers with this, just to balance it out. And that's what you want to achieve. You want to get to a point where your body is used to drinking water, your body is used to consuming vegetables. I love my veggies too. Yeah, I love vegetables. That's the thing that I thought was so funny growing up. And I see all these like American TV shows, and like the kids always hated vegetables. And they were like the types of kids to only eat like chicken nuggets and pizza and like hot dogs. And I'm just like, how come these kids don't like vegetables? I love broccoli. I love carrot. Well, not carrots. I hate carrots, but like, I don't mind carrots. It's just that like when it's like when it tastes raw, like raw carrot, I don't like it. I don't like the taste of raw carrot. But I don't mind eating carrots if it doesn't taste like carrots anymore. But like, I love squash. I love potatoes. I love broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, stuff like that. And it's like, it makes me sad seeing these little kids just like hating vegetables. Like, did you guys ever see that Powerpuff Girls episode where the whole concept was like the kids did not want to eat their vegetables? So there was this alien race of like broccoli that invaded Townsville, and I don't remember what happened to the adults, but the adults couldn't like fight back, so the kids were in charge. And what they did was um they basically like ate the aliens. So that was weird. Like cauliflower with cheese, I haven't tried that. That's the thing that I thought was so interesting when I saw like that episode of Powerpuff Girls, was because like they poured melted cheese all over the broccoli aliens. First of all, gruesome, but like I didn't ever think like, whoa, you could eat broccoli with cheese. That's crazy to me. Because how I normally have broccoli or cauliflower is like stir fried with garlic butter, so it tastes really nice, but it's not the same, it's like, I haven't tried cauliflower or broccoli with cheese just yet. It seems interesting, but I keep feeling like, is this gonna taste unhealthy, which would defeat the purpose? Because butter, and if you don't eat a lot of butter, but just like a little bit of butter and and like some garlic, that's actually good for you, because garlic is healthy for you. And butter, if you don't overdo it, obviously, they have like some minerals that you need as well. Like butter has like some vitamins and minerals that you would need, so as long as you do it in moderation, then it's relatively healthy too. That's why I don't like cooking with oil. I like to cook with butter. So that's nice. Butter, garlic, anything is divine. Yeah, no, it's like I remember I bought like sourdough bread from the farmers market not too long ago. And then I just made myself some like bruschetta and some like garlic bread and everything. It was so nice. Oh my god, it's so freaking good. Man, I want to make more garlic bread. Cheesy garlic bread's the best, man. I have relatives who are just like that. They both claim to be allergic to vegetables, even in adulthood. Yeah, see, there's a thing. There's a possibility, but if you're allergic to all the vegetables, that you're just picky. I knew this boy who was like, I knew this guy who was like in his early 20s, and he did not like vegetables at all. He didn't eat them. So when he came to visit me, I took him to a place for snacks, and I was like, hey, let's get some quesadillas and then burgers. And so he was actually shocked when he opened up the quesadilla, which he already had some of. He already liked it. He opened up the quesadilla and it was full of tomatoes and stuff, and he was just so shocked. He was like, oh, this actually tastes good, even if it's like tomatoes. I was like, see, that's what I mean. Like a lot of the time, people are just being hesitant rather than being picky. Where it's just like, I know that I have bad experience with vegetables in the past, so I refuse to eat any vegetable in the future. And I'm like, come on, chill out. Like maybe you had like a bland piece of broccoli. That doesn't mean all broccoli is gonna be bad, you know. So it's like a lot of the time when it comes to food, especially vegetables, I feel like unless you're like, deathly allergic to something, a lot of the time it's like it's just a matter of you finding the best way for you to consume that vegetable, right? Like let's say carrots. I hate raw carrots, but once I had carrots in like stir fry or carrots in like something um like fried rice or even like curry, I really like carrots. And then I found out like, oh, like the only thing that I hated was like the taste of raw carrots. But that doesn't mean that, there's no way for me to enjoy carrots. So the same thing with like let's say raw cabbage. I don't normally like raw cabbage, like, but I eat a lot of it because I'm like, oh, I want to have like the nutrients in my body and everything. And it's also good for like balancing stuff out when I don't have lettuce. So the thing with raw cabbage, I'll just like shred it and then basically just sprinkle a little salt on there, and it's good enough for me for like a side dish. Because the thing that's gross is like the raw cabbage taste. I do not like the taste of raw cabbage by itself, but once you season it a little bit, it's suddenly okay. So it's basically just that, just finding a way to consume something that you don't like, because it's like, if you're determined enough to eat healthy, then you'll find a way. It's like, life finds a way. um at the moment, the only things that I don't like, no matter how many times I've tried it in different ways, are things like papaya, melon, um uh liver, like chicken liver. I've tried chicken liver in like at least 4 or 5 different ways, and I didn't like a single one of them. So it's like that I'm pretty sure I don't like. But something like, let's say like bitter gourd, we call that ampalaya. But like a bitter gourd does not taste amazing, but the thing that's like the trick is to find one that's ripe, because if you have a vegetable that's unripe or not ripe enough, it's going to taste bad. They're gonna taste bad. So if you find one that's ripe, then it'll taste better. It's the same thing with arugula. I remember the first time I had arugula, my grandma, she had an arugula plant in her garden, and she served it to us as a salad. I had it; it was disgusting. And then years later, I ordered this pizza from this restaurant. It was like they claimed it was a margarita pizza, but instead of basil, they used arugula. And I was like, whoa, shit, I don't like that. That's not great. That's so I was already, but I didn't want to waste the food, right? So I ate it anyways. And I was like, wait, this actually tastes okay. I'm actually okay with this arugula. So a lot of the time when vegetables don't taste good, it's because they either served you like the wrong age of the vegetable, where it's like it's probably like um underripe. It's not. It's still unripe, or it's not cooked properly. My friend, he says that like his mom told him that if um if the carrot still tastes like carrot, you didn't cook it well enough. like that's, it's like the carrot is still undercooked if it still tastes like itself. Like you want it to not taste like carrot anymore. You want it really soft. You want it absorbing the flavors of everything else. So that's what I thought was interesting when I was learning how to cook, and adding more vegetables into my cooking. That was like the main thing that I had to remember. Is just like, if it still tastes like the vegetable is still, if it still tastes, raw, you need to like cook it a bit more just so that it's like more palatable. Um, Obviously there's things that you shouldn't cook, like lettuce is, I don't think anybody cooks lettuce except that one chef in Hell's Kitchen, or not Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares. The very first episode of Kitchen Nightmares that I saw involved like the chef cooking lettuce. He got like a whole thing of romaine lettuce, I think, and then he grilled it, and then it's like, why are we cooking lettuce? Like that's so strange. I heard bitter gourd is usually processed with salt to get rid of the bitterness. Yeah, that's a thing too. It's like there's ways to make it taste better. So so with bitter gourd, the way that my family likes to cook it is basically like you soak it a bit first, and then you wanna cook it with like scrambled egg. So it like I don't know, it's very interesting. But yeah, you want to cook it with scrambled egg, and that's how you make it like a bit more palatable. Because if it was by itself, it doesn't taste that good. But once you like make cook it with all the seasoning and stuff with scrambled egg, it's a lot better. Um, I still can't stand the flavor no matter which way you make it. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to. It's just one of those things that you don't like. But it's like when for me, it's kind of like if you wanna really, you gotta give things a chance. Like I mean, I'm not gonna force you to eat something like chicken intestines, but it's like it tastes good. Maybe you'll like it. There's because the thing with me is that I judge food based off of like smell and flavor more than I judge it based off of the ingredients or how it looks, right? A lot of yummy food looks disgusting but tastes great. So I wouldn't know that if I just say like, "Oh, I don't want to eat that. It's pig's blood." I'm just like, "No, it's good actually." Um, Surgical Pine and Karma, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Mom Naria wants you to eat everything or at least try. That is, yeah, exactly. It's like in all things in life, it's like even if this is exactly how I'm living my life currently. Once I realized that I've been repressed my whole life, and kind of not allowed to have certain experiences, like ever since last year, I kind of something just clicked in my head. I was just like, you know what, I before I settle down, and have like a family or whatever, I want to try things out. I want to go to new places. I want to try new foods. I want to try new drinks and experience new things, right? So it's not just the drinking, it's not just the alcohol stuff that I want to try out. It's kind of like basically everything. Like I'm trying to make plans with my friends to go rock climbing and bungee jumping and stuff like that, like things that I've never tried before. Because even if it turns out that I don't like these things, at least I gave it a shot. So, what you make for me? I just made pasta sauce. Imaginary friend, hello, hello, hello to all the newcomers. But yeah, so it's kind of like you wanna give things a try, because even if it turns out you didn't like it, at least you now know that you definitely don't like it. It's a product review. Even if it turns out to be a shitty product, that's at least you now know it's a shitty product. But like you wouldn't have known if it was like, what if it was gonna be your new favorite product, right? You wouldn't have known that if you never tried it. So for example, for me, I have tried many cocktails and many beers and stuff that I do not like, but I at least found things that I do like. The same thing with food. It's like I went to this place, I ordered an eggs Benedict. Um, Turns out it was not an eggs Benedict. It was an eggs Florentine, as I've heard. And even then, it wasn't good because they made it wrong. And I'm just like, well, I mean, that was not great, but I at least got something out of the experience, because now I've tried something new. Even if I never try it again, I'm at least glad that I can get rid of that curiosity, because I'm a very curious and inquisitive person. I'm always thinking like, oh man, what that taste like? What would happen if I tried this? What if I did that? I was watching Kamen Rider that a friend is streaming. Never seen nothing got. Uh oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Um, okay. So, I mean, how do you feel about it? Or do you mean like your friend? Or do you mean you or your friend's never seen it? What do you mean? Um, so there was this time last Christmas when I went to go to this cafe. They sell civet coffee. If you know what, okay, so have you guys ever heard of a civet cat? So it's basically like this African animal, and the whole concept is that these civet cats eat um, they eat coffee pods or coffee beans or whatever, and and because like they eat the fruit around it, right? But the thing is, they don't process the the beans properly, because like I mean they're, they're beans, they're unprocessed beans, they're gonna be a bit solid, they're not gonna be easy to digest. So they poop that out, and people harvest the poop, and then they clean the beans, and they make coffee out of this slightly digested bean. And that was always disgusting to me. However, I was curious because I was like, oh, this is a very expensive product considering how weird it is, right? So I was like, I was always curious about that. So when I saw that there was this place in my city that has that serves that, I was like, okay, we're gonna try this out. So a usual coffee would be around like $4, $5, right? Something like that. Never exceeding $10, obviously. But this um, hang on, let me. I gotta convert. Gotta convert. Hang on. So this coffee was like almost $13. So that's expensive. Karma, I'm done cooking. So that's expensive. And so I was like, okay, this is gonna be a one-time thing. We are not gonna be buying this coffee a lot. So I tried this Yvette coffee. It was kind of watered down. It did not taste that amazing. It wasn't anything special. But now I know. But now I know. Now I know that it's not that good. It's like I don't care how exquisite people claim this is. It's just like the Darjeeling tea. I don't care how expensive this is. It does not taste that good to me. I will not be having it again. And I feel like it's overpriced. So at least now I know, and that's the important thing. Having the experience, just kind of walking away from it, being like, well, now I've had it, and I don't need to wonder anymore. And that's the thing that no. Oh no, Twitch is dead again. I'm sorry, Iowin. Oh no. Oh, okay. But yeah, so that's the thing that I want to promote with my content, or like at least with like what I want to present on my streams. It's like, we're here to have fun, we're here to try new experiences. We're here to like grow together. If you guys ever um experience something like if you guys have been, if you've gone to like a house party for the first time, or tried eel for the first time, or caviar for the first time, or tried this like new cocktail for the first time, I want you guys to tell me about it. I want to hear about like things that you guys have done recently that was like new to you, because I want to promote that. Because as I always say, right, it's like we're here for a good time, not a long time. That doesn't just mean like drinking ourselves till we have like liver problems, but like I want us to try new experiences. Like that's why, like, I remember whenever I hear people asking me for um drink recommendations, I always ask them like the stuff that they've already tried, what they like. For example, I know Rav has asked me about it, and she thought it was very interesting that I have a lot of options that aren't too strong, but also like sweet tasting. I know like Ozzy asked me for advice when it came to soju, because I've been trying a lot of different soju flavors recently. um so it's like, yeah, so it's stuff like that. It's like in moderation, but it's okay to try out a lot of things. Like whenever I order food, unless it's like something like McDonald's or Jollibee, whenever I order food, it's always like from a new place, and I try to get new items just to test them out. That's why, like, while Manisan was concerned that I've been spending a lot of money that I should be like saving up for like PC stuff and and games and all that sort of things, um I've been like trying out new things. I haven't really been like trying out new like drinks or anything aside from like the new flavors of soju that I got. But aside from that, I've mostly just been using it as like a way to try out new food items that I've never tried before. I'm gonna try some stuff later this week. So yeah, I'll see what I can order at dinner when I have dinner with my family this weekend. So I did some video editing. Oh, that's fine. What kind of videos do you make, by the way? Because like you mentioned before that you edit videos, but I don't actually know what you do. Like what kind of videos? Hi, Gravity. Hello, hello. Uncle of mine likes that coffee, but only if he makes it himself. Mostly because stores tend to water it down for cost efficiency. Oh, okay. That explains what happened with my coffee. That's why it's like it wasn't worth $12 if they're gonna water it down. You know, I could taste that it was watered down, and I've never had civet coffee before. I don't even like black coffee usually. Like I'm always like a mocha or like a frappuccino type of a person. I don't really drink black coffee. So, but like the fact that I could tell right away that it was watered down was like, oh, that's not a good sign. That's really not a good sign. Do you also like trying new snacks or full meals? I like both. Like I was at the 7-Eleven when I when I went to the hospital before, cuz I don't know if you guys have this at your like in your countries, but like in my country our hospitals have 7-Elevens. Like because like people will want to eat while they're at the hospital, right? And instead of a cafeteria, we have food places. Like we'll have restaurants and cafes and 7-Elevens. So I think they do have a cafeteria, but for the most part we do have those things for visitors, because like you can't just go to all parts of the hospital, you know, so we have places for visitors as well. Get out of the surgery now. Now I want an icy. Yeah, so basically when I was at the hospital for my checkup, when I had like my stomach problems not too long ago, i uh I was very excited because when I went there were all these new items that I've never seen before. I haven't been to a 7-Eleven in a while, but like I have never seen these products before, and I was just so excited. So basically, they had these new Japanese and Korean products brought in. And I know America is going to get like Japanese 7-Eleven items introduced. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for you guys. I hope you guys get like yummy items. But up until this point, all we really had were onigiris. Like, so that's the rice balls. Um, but they brought in like more Japanese items, more Korean items, and so I got really excited. I made like it was so bad of me because I wasn't actually supposed to eat this type of stuff. I was supposed to eat something simple like bread or boiled eggs or something, and I was over here like eating all the bad stuff for me. I was like eating like garlic, like cheesy garlic bread. That's already a lot of stuff that I should not be having. I should not be having garlic. I should not be having cheese or like dairy. And I was like, I'm gonna have that. I ordered like some like new I think I ordered like a salmon onigiri. I ordered like a drink or something. I don't remember. But yeah, so like even with snacks there's so many different flavors, and it's like how would I know if something could be my new favorite if I don't give it a shot, you know? And that's the thing, like I'm like maybe I'm used to eating the cheese flavor of this potato chip, but maybe the sour cream flavor is better for me, or maybe this limited edition flavor is better for me. You know, you want to try to find the best things for you in life, and then just because that's why like once I figured out that I like mocha frappuccinos, that's all I ever order, because I don't like a lot of other stuff from coffee shops. But I have, you know, pushed myself. I did try a latte. I tried an americano. I tried a mocha, and I still go back to mocha frappuccinos. But at least I gave the other stuff a shot, you know. I want to try other things too. I think I had a cappuccino, but I'm not really sure. I don't remember. Maybe I'll order another one next time. You deserve a small treat for being in a hospital, right? Exactly, but it was kind of bad because I should not have been eating that while I was still recovering, because it was making it worse. Thunderstorms. Hello, welcome. How are you? Hope you're doing okay. So yeah. Um, and the same thing when I order cocktails. I don't want to over drink. But every time I'm out somewhere, I look at the menu. I'm just like, oh, I haven't had a tequila sunrise yet. Let me order that. Oh, I haven't had a daiquiri yet. Let me try that. I don't want to order the same thing each time. So this is something that's really funny with me, is that I've always been like this, right? I've always been like very curious when it came to like cuisines and stuff like this. But every time I went to a restaurant with my family, a lot of the time it would be like the same restaurant. My parents are kind of like the types to have a phase where we just keep going to the same restaurant for a really long time before they get bored and then try a different restaurant. Um, and so every time we'd go to a restaurant for dinner, and I would just look at the menu and I'm just like, okay, what else have I not tried yet? Let me order something new. And the thing is, it just so happens that all the stuff that I order are things that not a lot of people order. And so like while so it's like a lot of the time it would take a lot longer for my food to arrive before my family. So it's like their food will arrive before mine. So that's why I always make sure to make sure to always order an appetizer first. That way I have something to eat while waiting for my entree. Because like my family will order stuff like ribs or chicken cordon bleu or pizza or burgers or or carbonara, lasagna, simple stuff, right? And then I'll be like, I want the squid ink pasta, and also like, and then like I always, and then if I see like a creamy pumpkin soup on the menu, I always order it. I love creamy pumpkin soup. That's probably like my favorite soup. I'm a soup type of person where I like almost all soups, but like I like the creamy pumpkin soup the most. Like especially if they put like cheese in there and like some sort of herb um like drizzle and like croutons are very important for this dish. I love croutons. Waiter goes, wait, we had that? Yeah, exactly. There's like you could just tell that because the food is taking a while to cook, they don't get a lot of people ordering that dish, and so they're not prepared with a lot of like prepped ingredients, unfortunately. And so I'm just like waiting for my food to arrive, and it's kind of like a running gag with my family where it's like no matter what I order, I will always have my food last compared to the rest of them, and then they'll just like start eating ahead. I'm just like starving, and that's why I always have to make sure we have like a salad and like my soup or something like that, just so like I am not starving, while everyone else is eating. I'm a very safe eater. I go for the same three items usually. Oh, you're like my parents. It's like they'll order the same thing at every single restaurant we go to. Like if they see like, oh, there's pork chops on here, or like, oh, there's ribs on here, they're gonna get that. My mom loves chicken cordon bleu, and like fried chicken, and my dad is just really into like pork belly and ribs. And so it's like yeah, they'll basically order the same thing no matter what restaurant we go to. My sister will sometimes go for like pasta, sometimes she'll go for like a burger, so it just depends on the day. But you bet your ass they're not the types to order something like what I would order, which would be like a creamy chicken soup bread bowl. They would not order something like that. That's like a me thing. So yeah. I mean, Gravity, are you like a picky eater? Because that's a thing with my sister. That's a thing with Iwin. Like they're picky eaters. So like, are you a picky eater, or are you just like, I don't know, neurodivergent? Hmm. You are? Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. For me, it's like I will try a bunch of different things and then basically have a tier list in my head where it's like, oh, this thing was good, but it's not nearly as good as that other thing, so I'm gonna stick with that other thing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna correct all. No, shush, shush, shush. Most recent time I got something new at a restaurant, I got food poisoning for a couple of days. So yeah, like I said, I'm the type of person to try a lot of different things and then put my body through hell and then just recover and then try again. It's like video game logic. It was like I already died at this level, but I'm gonna keep going just to see if something changes. um, so yeah, for me it's kind of like I'll try I'll try different foods, different drinks and stuff, and just kind of see like which ones are in my S tier, and then stick with the S tier stuff if ever I'm like, oh, I can all like I want to try a new thing, but I'm kind of not feeling adventurous today. I'll just go with old reliable. Like for example, I ask people, what's your go-to McDonald's order as like an icebreaker, because a lot of people have had McDonald's, so they have a go-to McDonald's order even if they don't eat McDonald's a lot. My go-to McDonald's order is like it depends on if I'm wanting chicken or a burger. If it's a burger, I'd want a quarter pounder, French fries, an Oreo McFlurry, and a Sprite. But if it's like if I want to try something else, then I'll have like what we call a coffee float. So that would be like an iced americano, and then like vanilla soft serve and like chocolate syrup on top. It's really nice. I feel bad that you guys don't have that item. But I guess you could make it, right? You could make it yourself. Like if you guys have like iced coffee at your McDonald's, then you could just order the iced coffee, order a hot fudge sundae, and then just combine the items, and then there you go. You have basically the equivalent of a McDonald's frappuccino. Coffee, but yeah, cause like while frappuccinos have whipped cream, these floats are soft serve ice cream, so like they're nice. Jollibee used to have this they have this thing called Coke floats, and I hate them so much because it's like Coca Cola, vanilla soft serve, and then chocolate syrup. And I just don't understand the chocolate part. Like it was fine with just like the vanilla soft serve. I don't know what we're doing with the chocolate. It was so gross when I tried it when I was a kid. So I never ordered it again. You need to try Jollibee. Yeah, definitely. I thought it was very interesting seeing that a lot of the people in America that have tried Jollibee, they all really like the like the spicy chicken joy, like which is like the spicy fried chicken. The main difference, because I don't know if you guys saw that tweet of mine from the early days, but I mentioned that I taste tested the Jollibee, the spicy chicken joy for the first time in years, because when I tried it as a kid, I did not have a spice tolerance whatsoever. But I was like, okay, I have a bit of a spice tolerance now, so let me see if I could handle it this time. Nope. Took one bite. I immediately hated it. I could tell that the only difference between the main, the normal original fried chicken from Jollibee and their spicy version is that they added a lot of cayenne pepper to their breading. That's literally it. That's the only difference, and that's why I don't like it. Because as much as I like cayenne pepper, I have to be very I have to be kind of precious with it, where it's like I do not want to overuse cayenne pepper, because too much cayenne pepper I don't like. um Jollibee Sarsi float is better than their Coke was. I didn't know they had a Sarsi float. Sarsi, by the way, is a cola brand that we have over here. I think it's better than Coke, because Coke is a little strong for my taste. This is kind of weird, but I dilute my Coke. Like I'll add a little bit of water and stir it around to get rid of the bubbles. I think it's just too concentrated with their sugar content. So I like to local version of root beer. Yeah, we also have like RC cola. Anyways, so McDonald's here has like this item that I really like, and it's kind of it's like a seasonal thing where it's like they bring it back, but it's not like all year round. It's called a Sprite apple. It's like a green apple float. So it's Sprite, and then it has like green apple flavoring, so it becomes like a green drink, and then they put vanilla soft serve on top. It's so nice. It tastes so good. Holy shit, it's so yummy. I like it a lot better than the limited edition tie-in with the Japanese McDonald's, where they had like the strawberry sakura float. It was just not the right flavor in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure some people liked it, but I didn't. But I like the green apple float a lot. But yeah, so it's like when it comes to Oh, this was really funny. So I ordered McDonald's earlier this week, and for some reason it was taking its sweet time getting to me, which is very strange because we have a McDonald's like only a few minutes away. So I thought it was weird that it was taking so long, but I guess like their kitchen was backed up. I guess they had too many orders at the time. But like they kept delaying my order. And then when the order got here, they gave me mixed spaghetti. First of all, I know you guys don't have spaghetti over there in the States or Canada, and that's very sad. I heard that you guys haven't had mixed spaghetti since like the 70s, and I was like, that's so weird. But anyways, um I ordered like my order, and then there was like spaghetti in here, and I was like, did I accidentally order spaghetti like with my chicken, for example? And then I checked the receipt, and it said no, it was like exactly what I ordered, and there was like no mix up or anything. So I was like, why did they give me spaghetti? Is this like this is did they fuck up and give me spaghetti thinking it was someone else's order, or was this like an apology spaghetti? I like to I like to assume it was just like a mix up, but it's funny to think that it was like an apology spaghetti. Like, sorry we took so long with your order. Here's a complimentary mixed spaghetti. I haven't had mixed spaghetti in years, and I'm gonna be honest, it does not taste that good. It's not that it's bad, it's just kind of like, in terms of spaghetti, I probably wouldn't order this on my own. Like I only ate it because it was free, but I do not like the taste of mixed spaghetti. If I'm gonna order pasta, it's definitely not gonna be from a fast food chain. Let me just tell you that. Even Jolly Spaghetti, the ingredients they use for it are similar to the ingredients they put on their hot dog, from the shredded cheese to like the ketchup and everything. So it's like it tastes similar. It tastes similar, which is very strange for spaghetti to taste like a hot dog. Even I mean that's a thing. Yeah, like Filipino spaghetti is very much like a kiddie spaghetti. It's sweet. It's got hot dogs in it. It's not very complicated flavors. It's very like sweet sour, which I think is very interesting. Yeah, this is spaghetti though. Is Jolly spaghetti better? In my opinion, yes. But that's because like Jollibee spaghetti. So Jollibee is basically like specifically made to cater to the Filipino palate. So that's why a lot of Filipinos prefer it over McDonald's. While I do eat both, the flavor profile of Jollibee is just a lot better. Like it's so amazing that they can make Jollibee chicken the way that they do. It's like it's juicy and crispy, but like McDonald's chicken is usually dry. So I don't like that. And like yeah, just like the flavor profile is a lot better in my opinion. Even their coffee is like I drank like the coffee from McDonald's. I drank their iced mocha this week, and I also tried Jollibee's iced mocha. The Jollibee one's a lot better in my opinion. So in terms of the spaghetti, the mixed spaghetti from McDonald's is trying to replicate what Filipinos like in their spaghetti, but it doesn't taste as good because like the Jollibee spaghetti was created with Filipinos in mind, whereas like the McDonald's mixed spaghetti was kind of like a mixed spaghetti that they tweaked, which is not great. It tastes very strange. It tastes kind of weird in my opinion. I miss the Jolly Dog here in the US. Oh, it's too bad. I'll have to try some Jollibee this weekend. Yeah, if you could try some, definitely. There is this one item that's a little controversial. It's called the Aloha Burger, which is basically like a burger patty and everything, but they have like a single slice of pineapple in there, like a whole slice of pineapple. And it's like, okay, you guys don't, it's like Hawaiian pizza is controversial, but what do people feel about how do people feel about the Hawaiian burger, or like the Aloha burger from Jollibee, because it's not pizza, but it is a burger. Next time I go to the mall, I'll try Jollibee. I think it's like I think the only few. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I was shocked when they brought Jollibee over to the States. I was very amazed by this. because I didn't think, because there were talks about it for a while, so I was like actually shocked that people like managed to do that. And then and if you ever want to Pinoy bait, you just gotta mention Jollibee on like on a video, and then there's gonna be a lot of Filipinos that share it around. They're like, "Hey, look, this foreigner tried Jollibee for the first time." That's how you get a lot of viewers real quickly. The closest one is like 20-30 minutes away. Is that a lot for you? For me, that's kind of like average. It's like things here are very far away. They're far away from each other. Um, but yeah, no, it's doable. Like just gotta order and just wait a little bit. Um, if I were to, is it at least a grilled pineapple? I don't know. I've never had it. Let me look it up actually. Let me see. It doesn't. Okay, it looks like it's grilled, so at least it's grilled. It looks like it's a grilled pineapple slice. So at least they have that, going for them. Smash Burger in the U.S. They're expanding a lot in the U.S. They even have a Times Square location. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Do you guys like smash burgers? I like the concept, but do I want a patty that flat? I don't know. Not really, but there are a lot of food options here, so I usually go somewhere closer. Got you. Because of traffic, probably. Definitely. Yeah, no, the traffic's crazy here. Like a 30-minute drive could turn to 2 hours in the rain. That's why people don't like the rain a lot, because like the traffic's crazy and takes forever to get somewhere. Chicano West Side. Hello, hello. Welcome, newcomer. Hi, hi. Hi, Matt. If I could recommend any item, okay, actually no. Let me check out the U.S. menu, because we are going to have different menu items. Let me look it up first. Hang on. Okay, there we go. U.S. menu. What do you guys have going over there? Okay, first of all, if you guys want to get a dessert, definitely try the peach mango pie, because I know you guys don't really do that sort of thing. I know McDonald's has like an apple pie. I tried it. I tried it recently actually, and I've never had it before. I was kind of disappointed because they put way too much cinnamon in there, and I know you're not supposed to add that much cinnamon. It was just way too cinnamony that I'm just like, okay, this doesn't taste that good. So oh, okay, so Princess Ghosty, hi hi. Also, like, I'm glad I was the first person to say your name properly. Um, but okay, so oh shit, you guys got chicken tendies. In our local Jollibees, we just started having chicken nuggets. We've never had chicken nuggets before this year, so that's cool. Um, hmm, Definitely try the peach mango pie. Jolly spaghetti definitely is not something I recommend to the American palate, because a lot of you guys don't like the idea of sweet spaghetti. So it is something that you have to kind of grow up with to understand. Um, hmm, Maybe let's see. Oh, you guys got biscuits over there. Definitely have the. Well, I don't know if you guys would like the Jolly Crispy fries. I like the Jolly fries, but I don't know if you guys would like that. Let me see. Hmm. Let me see. I'm trying to. Whoa. Yeah, I'm just kind of seeing like the differences between our menus. So obviously you guys would not have rice on your menus. You guys would have like chicken. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of Americans seem to like the spicy chicken joy, but definitely try the plain one as well, just to compare and contrast. Try both if you could. I don't know how well you would like something like the French fries, because it depends on how good they make it, because I like the jolly fries, but only if they're crispy. They taste kind of weird once it gets soggy, so it's like don't let it steam up, I guess. Hi Xander. They have waffle buckets in the jolly. Oh come on, that's unfair. Why can't we get shit like that? Come on. Burger steaks are it's a weird concept, but it's basically like a burger patty, and then like a mushroom gravy sauce, and then that's basically it. So that's cool. I don't. There used to be this item that I really liked. Hi, Kimi Mamoris. Waffle fries. Oh, that's what you meant. There was this menu item that I really liked, but they took it away. They took it away. They took away two of my favorite Jollibee menu items, which I'm very upset about. Oh my God, Feisty, are you back? Are you okay? Are you good? I mean, yeah, like you're like yeah, like are you good? I'm glad to see you. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you. Um, anyway, so the thing with so there is this item called palabok. It's it how do I explain it? It's very Filipino. I sent you a DM. Oh, okay, thank you. I'll respond later when I'm done with my stream. But it's like a noodle dish, and it's got like a sauce. You're supposed to mix it around. Basically eat it like how you would spaghetti. Unless you're one of those people that don't mix your spaghetti, which I think is very weird. Have you guys seen those people where it's like spaghetti, like the spaghetti noodles, the sauce on top, and the cheese, and they just eat it like that? They don't mix it around, which I think is very strange. We used to have corned beef pandesal sliders. Oh my god, that sounds so good. I kind of want them. I kind of want that's a staple in like the Philippines, where it's like you'd have these bread rolls, which we call like pandesal. Oh, thank you so much, Feisty. Thank you. We'd have these bread rolls called pandesal, and like how a lot of people would eat them is like they would turn them into sliders. So they would cut into the bread roll and then like just put stuff in there, whether it's like savory or sweet. So it could be something like peanut butter or Nutella, or like meat stuff like corned beef or whatever. I like to use cheese. I like cheese a lot. Like just like cheese slices or cheese spread or something. I like those. It's simple, it's nice. So if you try Jollibee, definitely try their their regular and spicy chicken joys. Try try their peach mango pie, maybe their burger steak. I don't recommend the spaghetti because a lot of Westerners do not like the spaghetti flavor profile, which is understandable. Give it a shot if you're curious what sweet spaghetti tastes like. Um, I don't know what else you guys have over there. The chicken tenders. I don't know if that's good because I've never had it. Um, I don't know if you guys have like, I mean, I guess like if you see like any cool drinks, you could try that as well. So over here, for summer, we had these things called we had like an ube cheese pie, which sounds weird, but like ube ice cream and cheese ice cream are very commonly mixed together or put together. They're It's really nice. And then we have buko pandan sundae. So buko means coconut, and pandan is like a pandan leaf, which is like a staple in a lot of Asian desserts and stuff. And it's just kind of cool how colorful a lot of our desserts are. Like they're very vibrant colors. We have like bright yellows and bright oranges, bright greens, bright purples. It's really nice. It's really like appetizing to look at, because if while that those colors are weird in a savory dish, they look so nice in desserts. You want desserts to be like colorful. We still have the okay. We have the chicken sandwiches. There's a bacon chicken sandwich for a seasonal item. Oh, that's what I was gonna mention earlier. The menu items that they had in Jollibee that they got rid of, but like they were so good. I don't. Maybe it's just too cost. Maybe it's too expensive to make. That's why they got rid of it. Not enough people were buying, I guess. The cheesy bacon mushroom burger, which is exactly what it sounds like. So you have a patty, and then you have like a bed of like bacon, mushrooms, and cheese, like melted cheese, and it was just so good. It's just that I didn't like biting into the bacon because like bacon is kind of like sinewy or chewy or something, and it's like it doesn't tear as easily as I'd like. So that wasn't fun because I'm trying to bite into something and there's like a part of the thing that I'm biting that's not separating from the rest. It's I don't like that. But there's this other menu item called the Ultimate Burger Steak, which is basically how do I put this? It's a bed of French fries and then a burger patty and then the mushroom gravy sauce and then fried minced garlic bits on top. And then you also have a side of rice with also like garlic on top. And it was just so good. And then it's like I don't they got rid of it. I'm so sad. It was like $5, but it was so good. It was such a big meal too. And so it's like if I want it, I have to construct it myself. Oh, there's also like a fried egg. There's also a fried egg on top of the rice. I'd have to construct it myself by basically getting like a burger steak and then French fries. I guess I could do it for breakfast because like the only difference between a regular item, like a regular menu item from Jollibee, and a breakfast item is that they add a fried egg. Like that's the only difference between the breakfast menu and like the regular menu. At least they have some dishes that are only for breakfast, like beef tapa and longanisa sausages and hot dogs and lumpia, so stuff like that. They do have like these items just for breakfast. Oh, corned beef also, so that's nice. The item I hi butterfly buttery bun, sorry. The item I missed the most from the Philippines is the buko pandan pies, but I haven't been back in the Wait, did you have those before? I don't remember them. I don't remember ever having those. So that maybe that was before my time. That sounds pretty good. Hi, Kiro. Hello, hello. Hello to the newcomers. Hi. So I'm just like thinking, like, what else? Like, because as I mentioned, there's a lot of seasonal and limited edition items in our fast food. Like, I'm sure like that's every fast food place in the world. They have like their own limited edition items. Um, Something that I thought was so funny was when the Smurfs movie came out and they had like this sundae from the I don't remember if it was Jollibee or McDonald's, but they had this like sundae, but the syrup was like bright blue. It was kind of like that. You guys have seen that? Have you seen that like viral meme of like Sonic the Hedgehog themed Japanese curry? And so it was just like this really like blue sludge and it did not look appetizing in the least bit. I will say this. So you know how like there's like that science behind like visual cues and like color language and whatever. So it's like you have warm colors to make to basically entice people to feel hungry. Like it that's why like fast food places like to use blue no not blue, they like to use red, orange and yellows to it's basically to look more appetizing, and it'll entice like some hunger. But like when it comes to desserts, that's where you can use the cool colors. Like you can use purples, greens, blues. You can use that for dessert because it's like it just looks better. It's like if you have food that's like if you have like a savory dish that's like purple, it's gonna look kind of weird. That's why like if you've ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where he had the pretty patties, if you've ever seen the pretty patties, you'll see that some look more delicious than others. So hang on, let me look it up. So with the pretty patties, I see the colors of them, and it's like the the purples and the greens don't look that good to me. But like obviously like the orange one, like the red one, they're gonna look more delicious. But if it was a dessert, if you gave me like a parfait or like a drink or something and it was like blue colored, it's gonna look nice. I isn't that just taro flavored? Well, taro if you're Japanese, and then ube if it's Filipino. But I do have like taro flavored things here. It's like I go to this one milkshake place, which is a milkshake place I've been to since I was a kid, and it's my very first experience with like boba pearls. Because milk tea wasn't that big before, but we did have milkshakes with boba, and And I just remembered like I was obsessed with this one drink because it was taro flavored. So it was like taro ice cream, and then they blended it up, and then they put stuff like pudding or like or or nata de coco, which is just like coconut that's like coconut jelly, I guess, and then like some tapioca pearls. I really like those. Taro and ube are different. They taste different. I think I taro you could use in more savory dishes, I think. But like ube, a lot of the time you would just use it for like sweet things. But not it's not necessarily like sweet on its own. You have to like flavor it, obviously. But it's just one of those things where it's like it's more likely that you would use ube for dessert than a savory dish. In my country, taro and ube is the same. Yeah, I know. It's like there's only so much you could say about a purple yam. You know, it's like how different are they really? They're both purple. You know. um, I used to mix up like ube and something called like gabi, I think. So that's like a purple yam and like a purple. Wait, what is that actually? Is it like a purple sweet potato? Plant, vegetable. Well, it's not purple. It's white on the inside. So I guess like oh, wait, is gabi what we consider taro? Wait. Oh, okay. So there is a difference. Gabi, like GABI. That's what we call taro. Hmm. Mm-hmm. And then ube is just like purple yam. Okay, I see. There is okay. It is different. Okay, I get it now. I get it. We're learning. We're learning. Okay, guys. I have been yapping for a while now. I'm getting kind of eepy because it's 5 a.m. for me. Nothing like cooking in the middle of the night. Yapping. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming to my stream. Like basically, this was a test trial stream just to see if there were anybody coming onto these types of like time slots because there aren't many Nexans that stream at this time, especially on a weekday. So I wanted to like see if I could like start streaming at this time in the middle of the week or something. I don't know what you guys thank you. I'm glad you were feeling good about it. So I don't know if you guys want more of these types of streams like at this time slot or not. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just stick to my normal schedule, which is like 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. EST? Or should I try these types of streams just, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Because this was just like a practice run just to see if there would be anybody watching at this time. Because I keep thinking like, oh, maybe everybody's at work or at school at this time. Maybe they're not gonna want to watch. That's why I wanted to just see how many people are actually available. So what do you guys think? Because I know people would definitely be here if it was the weekend, but if it's like a weekday, it's a little tricky. I don't mind the time slot, don't much have to say, but if I feel a bit inspired to be more adventurous. Be adventurous at your own risk. So don't force it if you know that you really don't like something or if you actually have like health problems tied to it. Like if you have like, I don't want everybody going through tummy hort, you know. But yeah, okay. I'll see if I can incorporate this time slot more. I'll probably do this type of time slot when I go on Twitch. Not like it's not gonna be the only time that I would stream, but like I could have the option to stream longer and stream at different times of the day if I was on Twitch, right? Because like the main thing that I was looking out for is like the restreamers. By the way, thank you, Ivan, for restreaming me. And that's like the thing. If you're busy, then I don't want to stream at that time. So that's why like I want to see like if people are available. With me though, I do get a pretty like got you. I'll try anything at least once. Yeah, definitely. For me, it's your choice to be honest, but because the only times I go home around 1 to 3 p.m., so I can't say anything. That's fair enough. Anyways, I'll just try to see Because I mean, I only have a few more weeks left before I start streaming on Twitch, right? At least, like that's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully there's like not, things go off without a hitch. So I will be able to stream at more, like at more random hours, but I'll try to like keep